wait a minute.
Welcome, welcome, everyone. My name is Ryan, and we are back with more Card Survival Tropical Island. Hello, hello, folks. We've got a few people in chat. Kenny's here. What's up, Kenny? First in Twitch, and looks like Andy was first in YouTube. Hello, Andy. What's up, buddy? Crow Fighter's here. And there she is, Katrina. Cat has arrived. Welcome, welcome. Hello, everybody. We are back for, what does the title say? Our sixth live stream with our farmer character. There she is, the farmer. And of course, her weirdly shaped grandpa with his extremely long arm. But we are back. We're back. Hello, everyone. Let's see. Damn, YouTube comments take so long to load. Oh, really? Yeah, I just actually had an issue with the YouTube chat. It wasn't pulling up on my YouTube studio. Like normally that's how I pin the comment for my schedule, but YouTube is so crappy when it comes to live streaming. They really need to get their act together. But either way, thanks for joining me. And yes, as I just mentioned, my live stream schedule is pinned in chat, so that's going to be the one for next week. Check that out if you're interested. We've got a new game on there. We're going to be playing some Project Zomboid. But let's check out things here. All right, we've got a damaged mud hut with no fronds. It's 8:30. We're tired. What did we do? We just came back from a little excursion, probably into the highlands. We're on day 56, so 4 more days, probably 3 more days after we sleep. We are going to be entering the dry season once again. It's fine once it's loaded for the first time. I see. It just takes a few minutes. Gotcha. Well, that's good to hear. Thanks, guys, for dropping in. Hello, hello, everyone. It is a fine Sunday. Actually, it's a little bit rainy, but that's okay with me. I like a little bit of rain. Speaking of which, the dry season is coming up. Our journal is filling out nicely. We've still got a lot to accomplish, but I think we've got just a little bit less than half of what we need planted. Of course, some of these things are going to be a bit harder to acquire, but I think we'll be fine here. No problem here. I'm just setting up the NPC houses. Awesome, Andy. That's good to hear. Still into the Terraria world. That's good. That's good. Let's see. It's pouring rain here in the London, UK, as per usual. Oh, do you live in London, Cat? That's interesting. How do you like the big city? Let's see. Let's see. All right, we've got some flint. So this was so critical for us because we're trying to get our flint napping up. If we, oh, I'm not researching anything either. That's a mistake. Let's just research. Let's research the water filter. But yeah, if we take a look here, we need to get our flint napping up so that we can make a sharp axe. Right? Yeah, we have access to a sharp knife thanks to Grandpa. But hello, Wist. What's up? Thanks for dropping in the stream. Cat's British. Yep, the more you know. She is. She is. So she's 6 hours ahead of me, Kenny, and I believe that means she's 5 hours ahead of you, buddy. But let's see. Bone flute. No, this is what we need, and it says more napping. Now, I think, Cat, didn't you say last time it needs to be like at 15%? Oh, here, I've got it pinned. So our napping skill, it's getting there. Yeah, it's nowhere near 50% yet, but getting close to maybe a quarter of the way through that. But eventually, as soon as that sharp axe pops up, we're going to be able to do certain things like make a door, because we need to make boards for this and for many other, projects. So around 15 or 20 for napping. Gotcha. So that's what our like recent goal has been, is to get out to the highlands as much as we can each day and get as much flint. But let's get back into the swing of things. We got one piece of goat meat, so it looks like we might be a little light on food right now. Of course, if we step outside, we will see that we've actually got a ton of food out there. It's just in the form of unthreshed rice here. Oh, yeah, and we're also hoping to catch a bird. I'm really hoping to catch a partridge. Is that it? Yeah, partridge, so we can keep it alive and release it into our enclosure, which is going to be fun. My first time actually breeding partridges. But hey, what's going on, game players? Surviving? It's going good. It's going good. This is our 6th stream. We're just about to enter the dry season here on the tropical island, and we did get our 3rd reservoir. The only thing is with this, we've only got 4 more days before the dry season hits, as I've mentioned. So, I mean, we did technically get it built in time, but is it actually going to fill up with enough water to make it worthwhile? You know? Autumn? What's your question? Okay, so let's see. Let's go back inside. I just wanted to fill up our water containers real quick. Let's drop those. Actually, no. I wanted to grab some rice. We are full, but look at this. We've got 31, 34. Yeah, rice patches. So we do have a lot, not to mention a bunch of lemongrass. Let's do something real quick. Let's grab this lemongrass. And I noticed that one of my snare traps is not baited. So let's get baiting that. I don't think lemongrass is necessarily an ideal bait, but we'll just go with it. All right, we enter. Yeah, it is cloudy, so hopefully we'll get a nice strong rain or two before the dry season hits. And of course, technically, we could get rain during the dry season, right, Cat? It's just very unlikely. I probably shouldn't have eaten that, but all right, so let's get a fire started, and we are going to prep up this rice. We've still got a bit of energy left here. Can I use rice? No. I'm trying to think if we have shavings. I'm seeing dried leaves, but no shavings. Well, let's just... Oh, it's too dark for that. All right, we'll have to just pop out some of these leaves. No big deal. There we go. Oops. The fire starter is at 23%, so it's just very important to keep note of that. Okay, good. We've got soaked rice. Looks like I was ahead of the game. I just didn't light up the stove before I left. Let's see. It's almost always rains on the day before the start of the dry season. That's good to know, Ken. Yep, 2 hours till midnight. We're getting close. Rain is possible during the dry season if you're lucky, but the chance probably under 5%. Gotcha. So you can't count on it, but if it happens, it's just like a nice benefit, right? What is with the no bug icon? Oh, this right here. She's wearing bug repellent. Well, she's not wearing it. We just ate some lemongrass, and lemongrass has mild repellent qualities for insects, so it just gave her a little bit of that, but that'll drop off pretty soon. She's actually naturally immune to the effects of insects anyway, so it's not even a big deal. All right, let's grab that. Give one to Grandpapa. Okay, that's rice water's done. Let's put that away. Thresh that up. Okay, I think we'll actually go ahead and... Yeah, let's do another round of rice here. Can I do this in the boiling water? Beautiful. It's all coming together, folks. How's everybody doing today? It's great to be with you. Cat, Cat, this is Grandpa here, technically. We did rename him to Grandpa. Let's do another renaming here at the start. So Grandma Whist, sorry. Grandpa Whist back with your freakishly long arm. But yeah, he's an NPC. He's part of the challenge. Different characters, for instance, we're playing with the farmer. She's one of the pre-made characters. She has a natural challenge, which is to keep Grandpa alive, basically. We got to keep this old man alive. Yeah, if he dies, then the whole scenario has failed. Grandma Whist. It's fluid. It changes. So we do need to make sure we get some palm fronds tomorrow. Do we have some outside, maybe? Let me just double check. Probably not, because I've been pretty good about throwing those into the fire and whatnot, or compost heap. All right, back in we go. We're just gonna I guess we don't really need to stay awake for this rice to finish, but I think we're going to at least do some napping here because we're not actually tired yet. Technically, sorry, I just kicked my desk. Okay, let's see. It says an hour for napping. Maybe we'll just do it once. Oh, look, is it going to pop up, cat? Oh, damn, we just learned the flint spear, but we didn't get the axe yet. It's coming, though. Yeah, it's coming. A little bit more. A little bit more. I think that's a good sign, though, that we just unlocked the spear. So I did switch over to that, too. So we'll be learning the spear, hopefully, fairly soon. All right, put that all away. Let's take those out. Let's empty, or extinguish the fire. Let's take out some charcoal and ash. That goes outside, and now we're sleepy. Time for beddy bye. Oops, 17% on this bed. Now, wait a second. Weren't we... Yeah, we're in the process of making a hammock. That's right, that's right. So I won't stress too much about the 17%. Definitely want to make a flint spear. It's like 3 times better than the rustic spear at least. I love it. Well, that's an endorsement that I can't pass up, cat, so... We will definitely make one of those. Now, my happiness has dropped a little bit. We've been very fortunate in this run. Staying on top of the happiness. Oh, it is raining too. Beautiful. But we can't neglect that. So in other words, let's grab our knife. We'll do a little bit of self-care before we get to our chores and stuff. She really enjoys carving, so we're going to do that. And let's grab... If we were able to... get like a meal made too, that would certainly improve her mood as well. But let's eat that rice. We'll keep this rice with us for a lunch. Does the hammock have a downside in exchange for more comfort? Not really, other than just the resource cost. Because one good thing about this is it doesn't have a durability on it, as far as I understand it. So we can just make it once, and I don't have to worry about repairing it like every 3 or 4 evenings like I do with this leaf bed. But yeah, it is a little bit resource intensive, although it's not as bad as some of the other ones. So let's clean. That'll keep her happy. All right, it's 10 a.m. We did kind of sleep late, so let's get out there. Normally I would probably play the flute for a little bit, but yeah, we won't worry about it. Let's grab... No, I've already got pants on, don't I? Let's look at our clothing. 60. Ooh, we need to repair our t-shirt. Let's see. Do I have any needles? I do. I have 1 cordage. Let's take the time to do that, because otherwise I could easily go the whole stream without doing this and forget about it. So we'll just give that a little repair, and now we're good to get outside and get to work. All right, here we go, folks. How's everybody doing today? Oop, okay, got some ash, charcoal. I don't want to fire that up yet. Let's grab this, that. We're going to get some palm fronds. Let's take a drink. Yeah, this is beautiful. Look at that. Oh, all 3 reservoirs. Right at 100% just about. Hammock is all upside. Oh, try breaking the geodes for copper if you have some spare time. Okay. I'll probably do that in the evening, cat, if that's acceptable. We're a little bit hot, but I have a feeling this rain is going to cool us down pretty rapidly, so I'm not going to actively wash her. We do have a young palm tree. This was the one that I was actually growing, though, so I definitely don't want to cut that. In fact, I think we'll just have to travel to the jungle, to the deep jungle, to get some palm fronds. Yeah, that's probably a good bet here. Take that out. I'm also keeping the shovel with me in case we come across some more yams out here, because I would like to get some more yams. I think it's about time we bait our trap with another tuber and see if we can catch us another pig. What do you think, cat? All right, so let's put these on there. That's beautiful. Actually, there was a bunch of wood. If we travel a little bit, we might be able to just get some wood. So I don't have a whole bunch of room left. Let's just make it. We'll do 2 trips. Let's grab all that. We'll go back to the secret valley. You'll allow it, Trapaway. It was kind of crazy. What was that? it wasn't last stream. Maybe it was last stream, but we caught what, like 3 pigs in the course of like 3 hours or so. It's kind of crazy the amount of success we had with our log trap. And again, all thanks to Cat. Oh, damn it. Recommending, that I use the tuber as a bait because apparently that's the pig's favorite meal. All right, let's do one thing at a time here. Let's put this in there. I'm gonna actually, we'll just go ahead and enter. Let's get this fixed so Grandpa doesn't have rain dropping in on his face. Now, actually, I want to grab those prawns. Yeah, let's take these that we didn't use. We're gonna stick those into the composter. Mini Mongoose, you made it. What's up, Mongoose? How you doing today? Hope you're doing well. Feeling okay? Let's see. Let's put all that away. Oh, I just noticed, too, that the cage trap is not up. Okay. We're still kind of low on stuff to actually bait our traps with, so I guess I'm using lemongrass for now. Hopefully the monkeys like lemongrass. Headache is gone. Awesome. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, stupid mouse. I'm just going to literally leave it as bait. Okay, so we're very hot. It's getting a little bit later in the day. The rain has stopped, so let's wash ourselves. Let's go ahead. Yeah, I've only got one piece of wood out here. I think we're just going to do a quick trip since we don't have much daylight left. I'm going to eat those. We'll just kind of walk around a little bit. Maybe tomorrow we'll get back to the highlands because we've still got a few days before the hot season. So we can get over there and discover some more flint. All right, to the wetlands we go. Now let's see. I remember one of these locations had a bunch of tubers or sweet potatoes. I think it was the jungle. Let's go to the jungle. So I remember there was like one stack of tubers. Man, I'm crazy. Where was that? Maybe I actually already did harvest them, but here's what we'll do. We'll just search here for a bit. It's 3:30. We got a few hours. Plus, of course, we've also got candles too. If we get desperate, we can always get out of here with a candle. But remember to crush the burnt stones at some point too. Okay. Yeah. Probably once, I don't know, once we get into the dry season, do you think we'll be doing like a whole lot of traveling? Or is that going to be, well, we do have a little bit of water on us. What's in the backpack? Oh my God. Got wood in my backpack. How stupid. Let's explore. Oh, piglet. Now, we're not going to fight this boy. Not fighting the pigs. I will trap them mercilessly, but I will not fight them. Okay, that's stupid to have that. We do have a banana plant. Can I plant mushrooms? Maybe I can, I don't know. Let's explore. Dry season was hard for me to travel because I couldn't find the sea, but you should do much better. Yeah, I guess that's true, Minnie, because you can't go too far without like a good source of water to cool yourself down, huh? Need a specific mushroom bed. Got it. Thanks, Ken. Appreciate you, buddy. All right, let's rest for a moment. We're hot, but yeah, again, we do have a water skin. Oh, which happens to be empty. Okay, so that's completely worthless to me. Let me take it off because I'll forget about it. We're going to head home soon anyway. Let's just explore a little bit more. Okay, we'll do that. Put that wood on there. Grab this. I gotta remember, I swear there's a patch of potatoes growing somewhere. But maybe it's in the highlands, although I don't feel like potatoes can grow in the highlands, right? Kenny beat you to it. Cat, it's fun. It's great to think about just how many people have been turned on to this game in the recent months, thanks to streaming it. And of course, the game itself is just really great. I mean, it kind of sells itself, but it is fun to see people getting into it and stuff. Oh, and on that note, actually, I just got a email from a small developer, putting together their first game. And it's obviously taken a lot of inspiration from the card survival games. I believe it's called Don't Freeze. Hold on, let me pull that up real quick. Yeah, but I'm going to be trying out the demo, and I'll probably make a video for it. It's called Don't Freeze, yeah. So, and it's card based, like survival in a winter type atmosphere. And like I said, it's definitely taken some inspiration from these games. So, might be something that appeals to you guys. We'll see. We'll see. It's just the demo version right now. The full game's going to release sometime in March. But either way, let's see here. Okay, so we're heading to the deep jungle. Let's go. Let's go, people. Okay, we're good. We're good. I can grab these and take them. Sounds like a sequel to Don't Starve. Yeah, the title, Don't Freeze. I'm actually surprised there aren't other games with that title, but yeah, no, it's very different. It sounds similar, but it's very different. And what's up, Dawn, too? Thanks for dropping by the stream. Dawning Arc is here. Sounds like our type of game, yeah. It's got a monochrome, so it's black and white, but kind of in like a frozen wilderness. That's not a bad color scheme, I think, you know. I won't talk too much more about it. I'll let you guys make a judgment for yourself, like when I put out a video, but I'm excited to share it with you guys for sure. All right, let's get in here. Up, something dinged. Oh, that was our compost. So you're saying that I should probably be researching stuff here. You're saying that I should put down a mushroom bed, which I need to research. Okay. Take all the items out, put the shovel in, drop those off. I'm going to put just a few of these in there, not all of them. I just want to have that thing working on compost. Yep, I don't think, and Kat, let me know what you think. I don't think we should be making more crop plots right now, going just a couple days from the dry season. I mean, maybe it's not a bad idea because I do have 3 reservoirs, but what do you think? Should we wait till the end of the dry season before we start going crazy on, agriculture again? Okay, let's get this wood out of here. Keep carrying this around for no reason. All right. Let's see. Hold on. Kenny says something. It's also takes planks, so don't feel like we need to rush it. Wait, what? What does? Crop plots will be a waste of water in the dry season. Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I forgot what we were just talking about, Kenny. Let's see. Anything in here? Yeah, we got this and that. And we will eat. Tasty. We will eat. Mushroom bed requires planks. Thank you, Kenny. I'm sorry. My memory is like I go from one topic to the next so quickly I forget what I talked about just 2 seconds ago. Okay, let's see. We keep these seeds with us for baiting our traps. Actually, in fact, bing, boom. Seeds are probably better for the birds, excuse me, than a mouse is. So we'll go with that. Let's drink, and in we go. Hello, Grandpa. Grandpa Whist. Let's hang out with Grandpa Whist. All right, we're at 4% dirty. The hut is looking real good. We do have some geodes. What are we working on? Oh, this. We're working on the bed, which I think we really should prioritize. So let's give him some rice water so he stops crying. Okay, spindle will need. Where's all my snake grass? Okay, we have some. Good. Crops can use unsafe water, even coconut water, but you can cook unsafe water and turn it into drinkable. That's helpful. Crops can use unsafe water, if I remember right. Thanks, Mini Mongoose. Okay. And I want to maximize Ryan's chances of not dying of thirst in the dry season. Yeah. Now, I know that, I think, was it the deep jungle? Has a banana tree, which I haven't chopped yet, so we can get water from that. And of course, the wetlands is a good source of water for a while. But yeah, just thinking ahead for that dry season, I think we're going to be okay. Maybe we should whip together an Olympic or two, but I mean, to be quite honest, I think we're going to be smooth sailing. We're going to sail right through the dry season, people. No worries, no stress. It's going to be the easiest dry season you've ever experienced, trust me. All right, let's go. Boom. Unless I make some sort of horrible accident, which could happen, people. That can very easily happen. All right, let's see. Where's my stuff? Here we go. Bam. Boom. Ding. And give me some yarn, people. We need what? 2 ropes? Yep. 2 ropes. All right. How's that doing? 6 minutes? Not a problem. Yarn. Ew, it looks so gross when it's all cooked up. Give that to Grandpa. Eat that, Grandpa. You silly old man. Okay, and a little bit of water. Splash that on his face. There you go, Grandpa. You're good to go, buddy. Make a rope. 15 minutes. All right, we're not tired, but we should probably head to bed shortly. You think we can get together another rope before bedtime? I think it's worth a shot. Because this this leaf bed's got like one more use in it. And then it's kaput. Kaput. But let's see. Yeah, I'm excited to do some Project Zomboid next week. I know we got a few folks who are fans of it. Maybe not a lot of people here, but yeah, we got a few folks. All right, there we go. Blam. And if Raven Daggett shows up, I hope they show up at some point or watch the VOD, because he asked me, or they asked me about posting the video that I put on Patreon, and I'm going to have that up tonight, the Project Zomboid video, so I felt like I should mention that. I hope they come by so I can tell them. Okay, we got the hammock. Now wait, if I dismantled this, no, I can't. I tried a little Project Zomboid this morning, but then I got anxiety fast and quit. I know, it's a tough one. It's a tough one, Miniature Mongoose, but it's good to hear that you tried it out. You know, brief, prolonged exposure. That's how you can overcome your fears. So keep trying it. Don't give up. Don't give up. All right, I think we're going to do a nap today. When we wake up, we got to play the flute or something, though. Rain again. Come on, rain again. Yeah. Light rain. Let's go. Anxiety really messes with gaming. I understand. I do. I get anxiety, not necessarily revolving around gaming, though. I mean, I used to get crazy anxiety before public speaking. You know, I was an English major, and the university that I went to, they required all English majors to have a minor in speech communication, which I always thought was weird. It's like, how are you going to choose my minor for me? But in other words, I had to take a lot of public speaking classes. But man, I used to have like borderline panic attacks before having to get up in front of the class and speak. Yeah, it was really unnerving. But I can tell you that it really helps you grow. And there's nothing more thrilling than overcoming like an extreme anxiety like that. Like once you force yourself through it, and even if you just do a moderately good job, it's still one of the best feelings in the world to overcome something like that. All right, why did I come outside? What was the reason I stepped out here? Oh, I think we need more snake grass. I can't do anything in the dark. What am I doing here? All right, let's come back out. Yeah, we're just immediately going to go back in because I don't know why I came outside. Games like this and Flotsam can actually help. What's Flotsam? That sounds familiar to me, but I can't remember what Flotsam is. Let's see, can we break these geodes? What was it you said I could do, Cat, at night? Like in the darkness? I've already forgotten. There's something you advised me. Oh, here, I got an idea. Here's what we'll do. We're just going to meditate for an hour. That'll help our mood slightly. Mental stability. Train spear, that was it. Thank you, Cat. We'll get that one next. Okay, beautiful. So we've got daylight. We've got food. We've got Grandpa Whist. Everything is right with the world. Hang out with our boy. And let us work on a little bit of mood stabilizers here. Beautiful little man figurine. All right, we'll pop out of that. We'll just practice for an hour. Entertainment. All right, better. Trying to keep up with this mood, We can't let it fall by the wayside. All right, so I think what we want to do is take one of these with us. Let's wait till the dry season's over. Actually, I'm going to drink it. I'll just put it in my bag. Even the friendly macaques give me anxiety from its red eyes, mostly because of red letters flash over and tick my brain into thinking it's moving. Okay, let's see here. That's no good. That's no good. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at your misfortune, Mini Mongoose. Okay. We shall crack the geodes this morning. Where's the rock? 1 hour. 2 hours. All right. 2 hours equals a bunch of bull crap. Let's go outside. It's the luck of the draw, people. Can't win them all, right? I think our banana plant has just grown. Yeah, look at that. Our banana tree is up. So we've got all our crop plots are fully matured now. Yeah, we don't have anything remaining, which is cool. No copper, I know. It stinks, but that's okay. Let's put those in there. Let's put all that away since we don't need any crop plots right now. I guess I do need something for the snare. Did I bring those seeds inside? Or did I use them? Let's step back inside. I can't find my seeds. You meant to add laughing emoticon and forgot from fixing the parentheses? Oh, it's okay. Oh, understood. Okay. Not seeing what we need here. All right, back out we go. Let's wash ourselves real quick. Okay, beautiful. Should have grabbed some food, but oh well. Let's grab some lemongrass. She's probably getting sick of eating this stuff. Not yet. Okay, and we'll take a drink. Let's get to the highlands. What do you say? I think we need more flint, don't we? All right, so I've got a water skin with water in it. We've got an empty backpack. We're ready. I guess, should I take the time to actually make that spear we talked about, Kat? Hold on, let me look at the blueprint real quick. Okay, it is a 2-step process and it requires a rope. We'll leave this up here and we'll make that like tonight, maybe. The Highlands away. Let's go. Yeah, we'll go to the Highlands. Bing. Foot damage. We're doing good on our clothing. We're real good. Jungle Highlands. Here we go. Is that the right way? Yeah. The cacks. Look at those stinky little guys. Batcave, have they produced any more guano? Yes, they have. Finding geodes is always exciting. Once you have a flint spear, you can equip it in the hand roast. Wait. You can equip it. Oh, I can equip it to free up the hand. I understand what you mean. I was smashing the words together in my brain there. You like geodes? You guys should have been geologists. Okay, we go. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, that quiet. It's nice and quiet. I love the immersion of the sound design of this game. I always mention it, but it deserves to be mentioned, I think, each and every time. So, we're going to do a little bit of min-maxing here, and I learned this from Katrina, just as I've learned so many life lessons here. We are very hot, so we'll get on top of it. Instead of just washing myself from this, which takes too much water, oops, we can pour a little bit into this, which is technically, like, that only took 83, 17% total. Now we can wash with this, and it gives us the same benefit of cooling, but it uses less water. So that's a good way of min-maxing with these clay jars. And again, shout out to Kat. Okay, what did you say? Is the Eastern Highlands the one where we have the best chance of finding flint? Let's just look around here. I guess I shouldn't be carrying all this stuff. Learning about the existence of mica was exciting. Wait, in the game, mica exists? I feel like we should be in the Eastern Highlands. Is that right? Let's go to the Eastern Highlands. hoping. It's 1 p.m. We got plenty of time. Yeah, this is where the collapsed tunnel was at. Okay, and the volcano. Hey, big flint slab. Come on. Actually, let's put all that wood on there too. Most of that wood. Bloop, bloop. All right, how we doing? How we doing? We're extremely hot. Come to me. Boom. Yeah, this is definitely going to help extend our water usage here, which is always so critical. A tiny child in school learning about mica. I know, another flint slab. We're having good luck, but we need those little flint pieces, don't we? We need the miniature flint pieces, as some people might call them. Okay, let's explore. Oh my god, so much stone. 34 stones. I feel like this place is mocking me a little bit. Oh, what did we discover? Oh, we fully explored the area. Okay, okay. Isn't it true that it's not actually fully explored till you do it once after that? I don't know if that's the case. Our science teacher had a deviated septum and would stick a cat rib through his nose when he got bored. Oh my god, miniature mongoose, that's crazy. Hey, VV, what's up, buddy? That reminds me, I had a science class in, I think it was high school, like my freshman year. And we had the teacher's name was Mr. Diak. He was like our chemistry teacher, but he was like 1 year away from retirement. He was this old dude. He had a big old beard and a giant beer belly. I specifically remember the way he looked. He was so nice, though. He made us do absolutely nothing. My entire first freshman chemistry class, we learned nothing. He would give us mazes and like word searches, and that was it. He would literally just go copy mazes and word searches, and we would just do that. You know, there were TVs in the classroom too, because we would get like little like mini news programs in the morning, and we're supposed to watch those. But he would just turn the TV on during class and let us watch like MTV and stuff. It was so crazy. I don't know. He just did not care. Like I said, he was like super close to retirement and just did not give a shit. He probably had some grudge with like the administration or something. I don't know, but it was awesome. Okay, as soon as you get the message, location is fully explored. That's it. Gotcha. Let's go to the Western Highlands because I feel like I'm not having much luck. But we've got a bit of daylight left. Did you answer, Kat? Because if you did, I missed it. Which is the best spot? Is it the Western or the Eastern? My first A-level math teacher never taught anything. It's funny. Public teachers, I don't know if you went to public or private school, Kat, but public teachers often had that issue, you know? I had other teachers who didn't really teach very well, but usually they weren't very nice about it, you know? If a teacher was like, didn't give a shit about teaching the students, they're usually pretty bitter and, you know, would just be unfriendly about general classroom behaviors. Western and East Highland about the same. Cool. Okay, so we are getting thirsty and hungry. We're exhausted and very hot. It's 4 p.m. We didn't find any flint, but that's okay. Okay, put that away, put that away. Okay, fill that up. Okay, and let's go home, people. We did get we made like, what, 3 ropes? Dropped it down there, and I don't have any intention on climbing it anytime soon. But one day, went to grammar school, the bad Portuguese version. Understood. Yep. I went to public school all my life. All right, deep jungle we go. As a former educator, this conversation saddens me. I know. You know, another thing, too, when I was in school, I was going, you know, I just mentioned earlier I was going for English, but I was actually studying to become a teacher. I never got my certification or anything. I didn't fully graduate, but one of the things I distinctly remember is going through the education program. Every experienced instructor or people who had spent time in the classroom would always discourage us. They would say, don't go into your first job thinking it's going to be like a movie and you're going to go in there and enlighten your class and they're going to be all grateful and stuff. They're like, be prepared for utter disappointment. Oops, why did I do that? Yeah, so there was just a very negative atmosphere amongst like the existing faculty towards like the in school experience. Yeah, it was very much like they were very cautious towards us. All right, let's go to the Secret Valley. In high school, we had like three teachers who were a married couple, and the dad to one of them, and they were all coaches who taught math and health. Huh. I wonder if that was for good or bad. Did that turn out to be a good thing or a bad thing, Mongoose? See, it's easy to climb. Can't believe you're leaving the captain down there all by himself. Oh, is there a skull down there? Is that what you're referring to as the Capitan? No, I don't want to put guano in the compost, do I? That seems like self-defeating. And they had the messiest drama. Oh, well, that's not good then, is it? All right, put that away. Okay, so let us go ahead and empty that out. We will refill our water. Always make sure that's topped off at 100%. It's just, oh, no, I emptied it instead of filling it. There we go. Yeah, this is our backup emergency water, so we do not want to let that satchel get empty. Okay, let's see. We got home with a little bit of daylight left. You know, I know that I just said I don't want to start another crop plot. We've got technically like a day and a half left. I actually do want to build another crop plot, and I want it to be for yams. Let's go in real quick. Where's my, there we go. Wait. Sticks, there it is. Yeah, I know, we just talked about it, and we decided not to make another crop plot, but I think we might be able to squeeze one more in, what do you think, and get some potatoes planted. I better eat. We just finished some research. What was the thing I was gonna... A lot of this stuff we already know. Oh, the arrows probably. 2 days till dry season. I know I'm pushing it here with this crop plot, but I really want to get some more potatoes because they have such a great baiting capacity to catch those piglets, you know. Let's see. And I only have one more yam left right here, so let's go ahead and dig it up. It's an easy climb down if you don't mind risking a broken leg. It's potentially an impossible climb up, though. Not actually impossible, just risk of injury every time you try and fall. Yeah, that would be bad. Yes, the skull is called the captain, and you can talk to it like you can Weston, but it makes you feel sad, whereas Weston makes you feel happy. So what's the point in talking to the captain, then? Is there, like, a challenge or an achievement for doing it or something? I'll toss that in. Boom. So... now, like I said, we've got a crop plot that we just started literally days before the dry season, but I don't think that was a mistake. I think this is going to help us catch a big pig, a big juicy pig. Gonna have to work overtime on getting Ryan's economy going. I know. I just put us under pressure there, didn't I? All right, let's dive in. We need to eat now. I actually think I'm going to save those potatoes, too, for bait. All right, we're going to eat a bunch of rice. What? Eating rice makes me dirty. Grandpa, you're not hungry yet. All right, what time is it? 8 o'clock? Oh, you know what? I need to drink. Let's get back out here real quick. The captain is my future. Drink. Yeah, we're going to survive, buddy. It's Grandpa's future, maybe. Okay, in we go. And let's talk to Grandpa. Okay, we're starting to get tired. Not a big deal. Did we have any more flint left? We do. We got a little bit more flint left. So, let's get a fire started. Just getting tired a little early, but we just need to do a full 8 hours of rest, I think. Let's see what's some of the more interesting stuff we should be working on. Partridge is needed. The niter bed, or maybe brimstone pesticide. That might be good to have researched by next spring, right? All right, so that's going. A dry husk at day 78. Let's see. Hey, if we make it that far and we're still alive, it'll be a success, I think. All right. Put that away. Actually, don't really have anything to cook right now. I think what we'll do is we'll sweep out. Okay, we'll do one napping practice. 15%. We're getting closer. Let's actually keep that stone with us, because I think in the morning we're going to finish off that other piece. Okay, beautiful. Full sleep. 8 hours. Let's go, people. Thanks for dropping by the stream, everybody. It's great to be with you hanging out today. Make sure you guys hit the like button on the YouTube side, and if you're on Twitch, follow me over there. Let's see, and of course my schedule is pinned down in the comments, so check that out for next week. And boom, 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 hold on, I got a link here for you guys. Bam. Tropical Island, the game that I'm currently playing, is 40% off right now on Steam, so if you're interested, this is the good time to pick it up. Or just put it on your wish list, but it is a game that I highly recommend. All right, let's eat. And of course, if you're not interested in this one, but you're keeping your eye on Fantasy Forest, well then, that's a smart idea too. Because that game is going to be pretty amazing, I think, once it's all said and done. All right. Feed him a little bit more. Okay, day 59. Gotta have so many of these little figurines laying around. But I need more. So, what was it under? House. Right? Yeah, there it is. Fill it. Boop. Bing. Build. Okay. And this. Oh. Where did that flint come from? Oh, no, I had that flint. Duh. Okay, unfinished wood carving. Let's nap out the flint. Boop, boop. Yeah, Fantasy Force is going to be magical. That's true, that's true. And should we go ahead and make a rope? It's 9 a.m. Maybe we should get out there. Oop, too late. Oh, I need a small flint for the spear. Crap, I don't know why I didn't think about that. Well, we'll just go to the Highlands. We'll head out. We'll go to the Highlands today and find some more. Hopefully we find some more. Wait. I need to eat. Dang, these traps. It's not working, man. Not working. I keep using lemongrass, but I feel like that's not being very helpful. Let's drink, and wash. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't be using our potable water for washing anymore. Oh, break up your flint slabs for small flint. I didn't even know that. That's super helpful. Let's step back inside real quick. And, oh, I don't have any rice made up. Damn. Now, wait a second. I did bait the trap, right? Yeah, I went over to the Highlands, or to the deep jungle, and baited that place. Let's... Actually kind of tempted to crack that coconut, but I think we'll save it for a recipe. Eating this would hurt her mood too much, so I'm not really willing to do that. Alright, we'll just step outside and grab some bananas, maybe. How many's on this tree? That's good enough. And that will allow me to reclaim my lemongrass. Let's eat it. And we'll bag those up for lunch. All right. During the dry season, use your small clay jar for washing. Will do. All right, let's keep moving. Deep jungle. We go. Wait. almost forgot. Most important thing. And we go. Hey, Lasagna Games. What's going on, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? Thanks for dropping by the stream today. Uh-oh. No, I did not bait the damn thing. I thought I had 3 potatoes. Wait, we gotta go back real quick. Because I think I made a mistake. I was like talking or something. I screwed up. What did I do with that extra potato? Did I put it into the composter? Alright, we'll just come back out. Grandpa's looking at me like I'm a crazy person. Don't judge me, Grandpa. Alright, so that has to go. It was probably eaten, wasn't it? I bet you the pig came and ate it. Rest. Alright, to the Highlands. Good, torturing yourself with some tomb runs. That's awesome, buddy. I've been playing that more and more too myself. Enjoying the heck out of it too. I am definitely going to probably make a video or 2 for it because it's a lot of fun. All right. Let me think here. We're very hot. I've got some bananas in my pocket. Thinking about harvesting some of these mangoes, but now we got to spend as much time as we can looking for flint. So let's just get over to the Highlands. Stop sightseeing and let's just search. All right, drop it. Wash myself. Maybe a mango or 2 for the road. That's what I was just thinking. Maybe on the way home we'll grab some. Wait, no. Hey, Western Grasslands discovered. You've heard that fresh mango tastes divine? I love mangoes, personally. I love mango juice. Arizona Tea, the company that makes the tea, they have a mango juice. It's not a tea, but it's actual juice. I love it. It's really good. All right, let's see. Keep exploring. Sticks. Hey, I'm Ken. How's it going? Sings an old song, Don't Make Me Climb. I don't have my climbing shoes. Never heard that song, but thanks for dropping by the stream and sharing it with us, buddy. Appreciate you. Every time I see your name, too, I think of Warhammer 40k. The Inquisitor Einhorn. I think it's Einhorn, yeah. I don't know why. But welcome. What's up, buddy? Damn it, now you want mango juice. Dried mangoes are good too. All dried fruit is great. We've talked about, are you still dehydrating, Minnie? During the pandemic, I bought a dehydrator and I was like trying to I mainly focused on beef jerky and I also did pork jerky too, which didn't turn out that well. But it's also fun to dehydrate fruit as well. Oh my gosh. We are going to have to break open one of those big old pieces of flint when we get back home, I think. It's a sad, sad state of affairs. Chocolate-covered dried mango. Sounds good. Anyway, Kate, do puffballs work as bait? Oh. Let's see. All right, let's wash again. Bing, bong, boom. Happiness is pretty good. 3 p.m. We shall continue to explore. Boop, boop, boop. Hey, what's up? Big Rod's here. How's it going, Rod? Great day for a trip to the tropics. You know, not adult-oriented, but at some point there's surely anatomically accurate figure dirty talk. You might see a macaque in a cage. Not for long, though. Oh, okay, we got our flint. Beautiful. Yeah, Rod, what's up, buddy? Thanks for dropping by and saying hello to us, mere mortals. Oh, boy, oh, boy. All right, so do we want more wood when we return, or let's actually search just a little bit more. Okay, we got to go back. I think we're going to take a bunch of palm fronds and stick those into our composter. Pigs do love mushrooms, but Kat told me, I think in a previous live stream, that the best bait to catch pigs, at least in this game, is the potato or the yam. Okay, I think we can stick 2 of these in our backpack. Yeah. Bing, bang, boom. And that goes there. We are tired, but we're just going to push them to the highlands. It does work, but yams are way better. Boars love truffles. Not sure about mushrooms in general. Tired? We shall rest. Hey, Dacron, how's it going, my friend? Mango Loco Monster has been my addiction for the past few months. Hard to go a day without one. Heck yeah, mangoes are great. Thanks for dropping by the stream too, buddy, and saying hello. It's good to meet everybody today, hang out with you guys. Make sure you check that pinned comment in chat too. That's got my schedule for next week, what days I'll be streaming and what games. But, okay, let's see. Got started a little bit early today, but normally I stream about like an hour later than I started today, but I just have an appointment in a little while, a couple hours. Okay, so let's go home. Hopefully we hear that magical ding, and maybe there's a dead pig hanging out under that log. Nope. I forgot to get some mangoes too, but actually have a mango tree growing. Yeah, okay, so we're hoping that a pig trips that trap. Let's go. Home it is. Good luck with your appointment. Oh, thanks, Kat. Okay, let's see. What's just dinged? This thing. Okay. How's our newly founded crop plot? Sitting at 100. Well, let's pray for some rain, people. I'm down to 75%, 58% on one of my reservoirs. Uh-oh, Kat. I think it might have been a mistake making another farm plot. We'll have to live with it, though. Just have to live. Actually, put that away. So, you know what? Before I do that, let me step inside just to make sure the roof hasn't collapsed again. Okay, we're fine. We'll drop that. Take those out. Take that out. Actually, those probably should go in there. All right, that goes outside, and so do we. Now, compost. The more I hear the mango, the more I want some mango juice. Yeah, that stupid ding on the compost thing. It's very frequent. During the dry season, only water crop plots after 75%. Gotcha. Will do. Oh, speaking of water, bing. Bing, bing, boom. Okay. So, let's get inside after I harvest. What? Oh, my knife. Ooh, I got nervous for a second. I was like, where the hell's my knife? Let's grab some rice real quick. I think we have enough rice for the dry season. I've got 31 of these plants. Seems like enough. Okay. In we go. Wait. Oh, start digging a well. It's not a bad idea. We have to do that in the wetlands, though, right, Kat? Isn't that where we do that? Okay, so we need a rope and also need to eat. You getting sick of bananas yet, buddy? No. Eat. You know what? Let's get preemptive here too. Since we know that the dry season is coming, I should probably leave one shirt on. Let's take our leather pants off, though. Let's empty that out, too. And our clothes are going to go in here. Let's take the shorts out. We'll put the pants away. No. I have to empty out this stupid thing. Put the shorts on. Kat, you think, is that a good idea, Kat? Switching out our clothes like this? Boom. Yeah, because it's going to get very hot. I have so many figurines. Oh, let's see. How long does it take? Does a well take? A while. I remember vaguely the well had, like, you know how there's, like, when you do a crafting project, there's like multiple phases. This one has 2 phases. I remember the well had like 8 different phases. There was like 1, 2. It felt endless. Yeah. Okay. But that was like one of my first runs. So it's been a while since I've done anything about it. Let's transfer this water. Where is it? Oh, that's only 5%. Just give that to Grandpa. Okay, let me think. Ooh. Yeah, I'm realizing too with rice, during the dry season, rice is going to be a real pain in the butt to actually prepare because of all the water that it takes. I wonder if there's any good recipes that use raw rice that I can actually research and make. Okay, that's beautiful. We lost our light, so let's start another fire. 17% on this fire starter. You have to keep an eye on that. It needs half portions to go. Oh, okay, so I should be using my little thing again. No, we don't need that. Go ahead and research the cistern. Yeah, okay, so I should be using this little thing then, huh? Okay. So, let's grab 4 bowls. Where's my bowls? 4. So we'll do one like that, and that's 50%, and then boom, on it goes. So it's a little bit more labor intensive, but honestly, this is the way to go, right? For conserving water. Hey, Encoded, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for dropping in and saying hello. Welcome to the stream. All right, we're just getting started today. We're going about an hour, and we're going to be going for a couple hours more at least here. All right, drop that in. Okay, so we got 4 things of rice cooking. Grandpa's not even that hungry. Put that away. Hey, what's up, Project Paladin? This is such a cute game. It is a cute game. It's really, really fun, too. And let me tell you that the art style is deceptively simplistic because there is a lot of depth to this game. I don't know if you're familiar with it, Project Paladin, if you already own it or if you're just seeing it. But there, right there, is the Steam link. So it's actually on sale right now, 40% off. If anybody's interested, pick it up. Hey, Daycron Chronic from Discord, here to support. Normally here for Vintage Story and looking forward to the Tops reset. Awesome, Chronic. It's great to hear from you, buddy. Yeah, thanks for letting me know that your handle. Yeah, welcome, buddy. I know we're all looking forward to that Tops reset. Well, some of us are, but it's going to be super exciting. I can't wait, my friend. Yep. But thanks for coming by and showing support here. All right, so how long does it take me to break open one of these flint things? Well, we do actually have another piece, but I still need to work on more flint napping for the sake of opening up that axe. How does it work, cat? Where's my little stones? Split 1 hour. It's crazy challenging. Thankfully, Kat is here to help. That's right. Katrina Tam in chat, the moderator, is one of the beta testers for this game and for Fantasy Forest, so she definitely knows her stuff. No doubt about it. All right, we're going to have to cannibalize some of our water to fill that up, and then we're going to drink that little bit. Wow, that was almost not worth it. Can we get this rope made? Okay, beautiful rice is done. We'll put that away. We'll eat one of them. I'm just going to drop the slab for the moment. Excuse me. We will deal with that, but maybe in the morning. Yeah, I'm actually kind of determined to get this spear made now, so let's do that. Otherwise, I'll forget and use that piece of flint for napping. Okay, yarn, here we go. Excuse me, for some reason this looks ever so slightly unsettling. Might just be the lighting. It looks fun still anyways. Oh, it's a great game. It's a very immersive game too. The sound design really does play a factor into that, but it's fun. There's actually a demo on it too. If you're interested, but you're still on the fence, don't know if you want to spend money on it, download the demo from that Steam link that it allows you to play like the first 7 days of the game. But yeah, it's incredibly immersive. Might be Grandpa's super long arm. It is creepy. Why is it so big? He was a basketball player. This guy used to, just dunk on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in his heyday. Come on, look at that arm. Okay, so anyway, let's stop goofing around. Let's get real serious about things here, people. Let's make a rope. The spindle is here and it's looking at me. 1 hour. Build it. All right. Boom. We'll finish that off in the morning. Now it is time for sleep. Oh, I've got boiling water. Hold on, actually. Let's transfer the water to sealed containers. I'm going to have to be real careful about water consumption now, guys. Yeah, because we do not want to perish. Okay, beautiful. So we've got some water saved up. Excuse me. Grandpa poked the man in the moon in the eye. The depth of the crafting system reminds me of Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. Sure thing, Project Paladin. There is some depth. I always show people the food. Like, each one of these tabs has a tremendous amount of crafting, but if we just look at the cooking tab and we look at the research that I haven't done yet, I mean, there's literally dozens of different meals that, you can research and eventually make. And again, this is just the cooking tab. There's tailoring, there's metal and clay, there's medical stuff, farming, hunting, tools, base. So yeah, this game's it's got hundreds of hours of playtime in it too. And it's got roguelike elements. Let me just show this off real quick. If we go back to the menu, the good thing is it loads up really quick too, so we don't have to sit out here too long. But if we come to the menu, it actually encourages you to play and die, meaning you will accumulate suns and moons based on how long you survive each playthrough, and then these are used as currency when you create a new character. By adding certain traits, you will spend the currency from your previous runs, essentially. And so it has a really great way of incentivizing you to keep playing again and again, because guarantee you're gonna die. When you first start off, it's way more hard than it looks, way more difficult than it looks, I should say. But yeah, it really does encourage replayability. Okay, and let's see, sleepy, thirsty. We'll step outside real quick and just take a deep drink. Uh-oh. Damn it. Dead stinking mouse. We're desperately trying to get a bird. Let's drink. Okay. In we go. I think I can probably unpin napping. I don't really need that. And Grandpa, quit looking at me like that. Let's go to sleep. Extinguish the fire. We shall sleep for 8 hours. It's midnight. Let's sleep for 4. Because that will get filled up. Okay. We're looking good. How's Grandpa? He's a little bit thirsty. I could tell keeping Grandpa watered is going to be a bit of a challenge, too. Can you catch live mice? No. You can catch live monkeys and birds and goats and then domesticate those and breed them, but not mice. Not as far as I know. Yeah, no, Cat says no. The rats are gathering. I know, it would be nice if we could eventually extinct the mouse population on the island, but I don't know if that's going to happen. All right, so let's feed ourselves. We're pretty decent on our happiness, but let's go ahead and carve a little bit. Okay, beautiful. Oh, we can actually catch boars too? Oh, I didn't realize that. So wait, how do you catch the goats and the boars, Cat? Is it with the cage traps? You just got to put them in the right spot? Is that how it's done? Okay, let's see. Grandpa was a highlight champion before they had gear. I know what highlight is from Mad Men. That's the only reason I recognize that. Pit traps are for goats and boars. Got you. Pit traps. Jinx. You can't control the rats. Okay. Grandpa flew to the island using his arms. All right, what the hell are we doing? It's 4:30 in the morning. Let's go to the deep jungle. We're officially in the dry season right now, people. So another thing to keep in mind, there are seasons in this game, but we're on a tropical island. So it's not summer, winter. It's always summer here. But there is a wet season and a dry season. And it's pretty rigid. Like the first 30 days, you're in like a normal time. Then by day 60, like we just struck, we are now officially in the dry season. So for what, the next 30 days? Is it 30 or 90 days? But for the next like month or so, there's going to be almost no rain. So that's where water conservation becomes an incredibly important issue for us. And you can see I've got 3 separate water reservoirs. This one's almost full, this one's almost full, and this one's at 50%. So 30 days, thank you. Huge fan of the cistern. I think that's what we're literally researching right now, is the cistern. So we'll have to get into that. A little bit, you need a shovel and some heavy stone, put pit traps. Oh, not everywhere, not anywhere near as hard as to build a well. Interesting, interesting. Yeah, there is a lot of depth to this game. And you know, the developers currently are working on a new game called Card Survival. Oh, that just opened the webpage. Called Card Survival Fantasy Forest, which you'll see on the Steam page. You know, it's going to be linked there too if you check that out. There's a Steam page for Tropical Island. But this game is going to be even more in depth and deep and stuff too. But it's still in early access, and I've played it a little bit, and we certainly will be featuring it on the channel more in the coming weeks and months. But just right now, we're taking a break from it and playing this. Hey, we just became a master trapper. Let's go. Now we just need to get up to that master baiter level. You know what I'm saying? No, can't make spiked pit traps. Could get live boars and goats then. That's true. That's true. Okay, what time is it? I'm doing too much talking. I'm not focusing enough on what our goals are. So, I mean, I am still kind of holding out, trying to get my flint napping up, aren't I? Let's take a trip over to the deep jungle real quick, just to see if our trap was triggered, or if they took the bait or something. And if they did, we'll replace that yam. But let's put that away, put that away. Oh, that's got water in it. Okay. Just in case, we're going to take this, just if I want to bring back some sticks or something. Or if the pig actually gets killed, it'll be easier to drag it with this. Okay, unfortunately no pig in the trap, but I'm still holding hope for that. I think we could see some. Alright. Have that. Well, what do you guys think? Should we maybe make a real quick trip to the bay? You want to go to the bay real quick? Maybe we can get some more coconuts, dig up some more sand. I feel like I definitely need more sand to make bricks and stuff, but technically oh, it doesn't start until tomorrow. I gotcha. Card Survival Fantasy Forest has a warmer palette. Yeah, the look, you can tell like the artistry has matured a little bit from this game and into Fantasy Forest. I do really like the art style, but I do prefer the Fantasy Forest art style. It's just more refined, you know, more detailed. Like I say, you can tell that the artist definitely developed a lot between these two games, if it is the same artist, in fact. Why are seagulls instead of bag gulls? I'm going to build a sand kit. If you could domesticate pigs, not advisable during the dry season. You actually have domestication boars. Oh, to win with this character? Really? So I probably shouldn't be hunting too many boars or trapping too many boars, should I? Seagulls are found near the sea. That is true. All right, we're going to go. We're going. We're going to the wetlands, people. You know, I probably should have brought my water containers and started filling these up. How many puddles do we have? Now, it would probably not be a bad idea to explore this more and try to find more puddles too, right? But we won't do that just yet. Let me look what's here. Oh, the sago palm. We'll have to do that maybe during the next wet season. Bagels and bagels, not bagels. Oh, yeah, that does make more sense. But the one near the bay are bagels. There are only two. Oh, there's only ever two pot. Okay, well then never mind. I'm glad I didn't start searching in that case. All right, let's just go to the jungle. A wonderful. And to the bay. It's only the second time we've been to this location, but first thing we do as soon as we visit the bay, build a sandcastle. You better believe it. That definitely gives us a nice little boost. Let's wash ourselves. Oh, I should be dropping that. And let's dig up some sand. This is going to be a really great flux whenever we start making more clay bricks and stuff. Oops. But in addition, we should be searching here too. I'm really hoping to find some cocoa nuts. Now, wait a second. What's her throwing skill when she starts the game? Is it like really crappy? Rock throwing is garbage. Okay. I was going to maybe throw some. I think if we're good, we can knock coconuts out of the tree. Can't we, Cat? By throwing? Isn't that what the throwing at the tree is for, really? I think we'll just walk around, though. Almost. Wait. So is the goal to survive? Or is there a goal besides survival? Yeah, so for this character, we're playing with one of the pre-made characters. There's 4 pre-made characters, which kind of each have their own little scenarios. But if we click the journal, we can see that there's a whole list of things we have to accomplish. It starts off very simple, like just making a campfire, boiling some rice. But as we progress, we can see that we've got more checklists. So, for instance, with her, this particular character, we also need to build an irrigation system, make pesticide. We also have to plant all the crops on the island. And here's the checklist for that. You can see we've got about roughly half of that done. But yeah, so in other words, short answer is yes, there are specific goals for each character. Let me go back to the menu. I knew I keep jumping back and forth. But let me just show this for the new players. If we go to a new game, there are 4 pre-mades, like I said. It starts with the easiest, the hunter. And when I say easy, it's based on these perks that they have. Some perks are going to make it so you will never get sick from bug bites and things like that. But we're playing the farmer. She's the second most difficult. Then you've got the tourist, who is the third most difficult. And then the mermaid character, which is considered the hardest challenge in the game. I've actually got a whole series on YouTube. It's a Let's Play series, not live streams, but where I play the mermaid and beat that scenario. But again, all credit goes to Katrina. I wouldn't have been able to beat it without her help. But yeah, really great game. Like I said, if you decide to get this game, you're going to have hundreds of hours worth of enjoyment ahead of you. There is no lack of things to do and goals and stuff to accomplish in this game. All right, let's grab that sand. We're looking for coconuts. It's not because we're starving, but because we do want coconuts for certain, like, recipes and stuff, you know. We're hoping to make some really nice meals, and coconuts are going to help with that. Hey, what's going on? Hello, Tropical Hardware. Hey, Tachyon. What's up, buddy? Thanks for dropping by the stream. Can you rock prick? No. Oh, that's a good question, but no, I don't think so. Typically, if you encounter an animal, it's just down to whatever you have with you. So if you have your spear with you, then you'll have an option to use your spear. Oh, you can use rocks. Okay, I was wrong. Yeah, goes to show you how much I know. And of course, my character is not good at that skill, so it probably wouldn't be smart for us to do it, but apparently you can. That's awesome. Did not know that. All right. So there is a sling in the game. It unlocks with a high enough rock throwing skill. We're not finding much, just searching the bay. Oh, pretty seashells. Actually, that is pretty huge. I think we need one more of those, Cat, to make the necklace. Let's keep searching. It's only 9 a.m. We could spend all day here just searching the beach, the bay. I always call it the beach, but that's wrong because there is a card or a location called the beach, which is different than the bay. They're very different locations. I mean, they're similar, but they're distinctly different from each other. Let's go ahead and rest a little bit. And let me explain. I failed to mention this earlier, but we got some new people playing just to give you guys an idea of the user interface because it's a little bit unintuitive at first. But this top row of cards up here is the horizon line, essentially. So you can think when I look up at the horizon, I see the palm trees, I see the ocean itself, and I also see a path deeper into the jungle. This second horizontal row is what's at my feet. So there's a sandcastle, some stones, my travois is laying on the ground near me, and then the bottom row is what's in my hands. So I'm carrying a rustic spear and a little water cup right now. And then over here, we've just got our bars. So I've got to maintain my hunger, happiness, my weight. There's a lot of different bars. These aren't all the bars. A lot of these needs will be hidden. As long as you're meeting the need, you won't really see the bar up here, you know what I'm saying? But you can get into it, look deeper. There's mental stats that you have to be aware of, like loneliness is a factor. There's derealization, there's an isolation bar, but these are all kind of happening in the background. You don't always see these, you know. There's sunburn mechanics, blood loss, all kinds of stuff. Can you fight the bagels? That's a hate crime. I'm sorry. Going to buy a recurve later, as well as be able to go to the range that doesn't allow compounds, though. That's awesome. Cats get into archery. Okay, so it's still early. We don't have to leave yet. Let's keep searching. Coconut, coconut. Oh, and we found a conch shell, too. That's kind of cool. Conch shells do have a little bit of food, but it's not much. Let's see. Got my daily 0.5% for theurgy skill and wayward. Nice. Last skill master of all milestone. The skill is very slow to level up. Well, congrats, Tachyon. That's awesome. We are getting hungry. I'm surprised we haven't found any crabs yet. Usually you come across crabs on the bay like this. It's kind of odd. Oh, you know what? We could do a little spear fishing too. I forgot about that. Nope, no luck. Doesn't appear to improve her happiness at all, though. For certain characters, spearfishing is like an enjoyable activity, so it'll give them happiness when they do it, but I don't think that actually helped her. Have I played Wayward before, Tachyon? I think I have. Let me look that up before, because it sounds so familiar, but Wayward, the game, not the movie. Yes, I've played Wayward. In fact, I own Wayward. Yeah, I haven't played it in many, many years. I never played it on the channel, on my YouTube channel, but I have played it before. Do you think I should get back into it? Is it worth taking another look at, buddy? Let's see. I think fishing with a hook on a line, brings happiness for all characters. That's interesting. I always hated fishing. I didn't hate it, but I always felt like fishing was really boring. My dad and my younger brother loved to go fishing. And like they're sitting there having the time of their lives catching bluegill, and I'm just bored out of my mind. I'm like, I want to go home and like play some video games or something. Get on my Game Boy, play Tetris. Fishing is boring. It's so boring. I guess it's like what they say like war is. It's like hours and hours of boredom punctuated by a few seconds of intense excitement. Unless you don't happen to catch anything, then it's just hours of boredom. Now we're racking up the coconuts. Oh my god, I have 4 conchas and coconut. I would like to find another shell, another seashell. Yeah, we can make little necklaces with our character. The seashell necklace. If we have 4 of those, and this actually gives happiness. That'll help her happiness. You know, because don't you feel happy when you're wearing around a nice little piece of jewelry? It just makes you feel better about the world. Oh, there's a crab. Come here, mister. Hey. All right, so we're getting hungry and thirsty. We can drink a little bit. Although it's not ideal. But oh, we're actually cold right now. I mean, I do like mini fishing mini games. I always loved the Stardew Valley fishing mini game. That was like the epitome of mini games in my mind. Let's grab a little bit more sand. Oh, look, it's starting to rain. All right, and I'll put that away. Let's grab it. I think we're going to head home now. I'm going to build one more sand castle, though. It'll give us a bit more entertainment. And let's go. Let's head back. We ended up with a decent amount of stuff. I didn't get the seashells that I wanted, though. I need one more stinking seashell. Do you think I'll have a better look at the beach, Cat? Maybe we should go to the beach real quick. I'm getting hungry, though, and I don't love that because that's going to start affecting her mood if she gets too hungry like that. Let's just go to the beach real quick and just search once or twice. Coconut. Come on, give me some shells, baby. Well, I'm getting coconuts galore here. Wayward came a long way since that. You should try it. Drathy. The game dev is streaming development of it and is open a suggestion. Well, that's awesome. Yeah, it's always a plus when the developers, has good touch with their community for sure. Well, crud. We're starting to get later in the day. I don't know if we should spend too much more time out here searching. Plus my hunger level's getting bad. Damn it. Well, I could eat some of this lemongrass. Not going to do too much to her, but it helps her mood a little bit. Keep that above bar there. Let's see, what did Rob say? Fishing can be fun with the right setting, company, and substances. But I don't use hooks. I'm just passive-aggressive feeding them. I think I would enjoy, you can go to some of those like ponds and they'll have like catfish that you can feed. I would have more fun just feeding fish than catching fish. But you're right. I mean, with the right substances, anything can be fun. I've been on some pretty substance-fueled camping trips in the past. Don't remember a lot of them, but, when you're there in the moment, it's often a lot of fun. Okay, we're done with this. Go back to the bay. I love fishing in its many types. It's good to know. It's good to hear. All right, let's put this crap away. Boom, that all fit. Wow, they fit beautifully. Packed it up perfect. Let's go. Did fish watching is, I've always loved to have an aquarium. Growing up, when I was living with my parents, I always had an aquarium and stuff. Loved watching them. Yeah, I remember having friends come over and make fun of me because I had like a chair set up like right in front of the aquarium so I could sit there and watch it like you would a TV. Like, why do you have a chair in front of your aquarium like that? So I can sit there and watch the fish. All right, let's go to the wetlands. Yeah, we always had cichlids, African cichlids. Are you guys familiar with those? Really beautiful fish. Like, they come in blues and yellows and some other colors like orange, I think. But they're very aggressive fish. Cichlids typically can't live with like other types of fish. And they even struggle to live with like other cichlids too. But they're awesome fish, man. Because they can get real big too, just depending on how big your setup is. All right, deep jungle. I met Galileo. He was a good fish. Yeah, I don't know why, but the idea of having like a little miniature ecosystem that I could just like be in control of and like watch evolve and stuff, I always loved that idea. I had a good friend too growing up whose older brother had like dozens of fish tanks in his house. He would like breed and sell fish and stuff. But it was always amazing going over there and just watching him. Because he would always be doing something with his tanks. He's either cleaning them or like transferring fish or something. All right, let's see. Let's get home to the secret valley. Did you ever have an ant farm? I did, very young age. And I remember that was something I really had to beg and cajole my mother to allow. She loved animals and stuff, but there were certain types of animals which she just did not want us to have in the house, and insects were one of those. She would never let me have like a spider or a pet scorpion or anything like that, but I did talk her into an ant farm. Another thing she was very much against was rats. I always wanted a rat. I think we've talked about this on stream before, but she was dead set against us ever having a rat in the house. You like isopods? There you go. Yeah, she would have been against those too. But I had lizards, we had a bird, of course, cats and dogs. We had gerbils and hamsters. She was okay with those, but not rats. Yeah. Although I'll tell you, gerbils and hamsters are just as bad. I mean, if they get out, because they're constantly trying to escape, and they will chew through anything that's made of plastic. So if you have like a lid on your tank that's made of plastic, they can get right out. Give them 24 hours and they'll chew through that crap. But yeah, I mean, if you get gerbils and hamsters in your house, it's not as gross like to the mind as a rat, but it's essentially the same thing. You got little vermin running around. Okay, what are we doing here? Let's focus. All right, we'll pick that up, drop that. Okay. That can go away. Got that tuber with me. All right, let's go inside. Actually, do you think the crab, should I put the crab in the trap? Oh my God. I think I just unlocked a cheat code. I'm going to use the crab as bait, people. We'll put that in that trap, though. All right, let's go inside. Hamsters always die in the most dramatic ways possible. You know, some hamsters can have really sweet personalities and stuff. It's weird to say that about, you know, a rodent, but they can. Rats can too. But yeah, I remember we had one hamster. I named it Willie. Willie, he was my favorite. Very sweet creature. You have friends who have pet rats. They're pretty cute, actually. Yeah, I grew up always wanting one, and I've mentioned this before, in large part because of the movie The Abyss with Ed Harris about the underwater crew who discovers like aliens deep underwater. One of the characters in that movie had a pet rat, and he would like talk to it and kiss it and stuff. And as a kid, I was just like, oh, I gotta have one of those. All right, let's drink. Let's give Grandpapa some water. Let's pull some rice out. I'm going to let Grandpa start and get a little bit lower on his food before I feed him, I think. Okay, put that away. So what did I do with all the coconuts and crap? Here's the seashells. The conchas and coconuts can kind of just sit. Although I don't think it's a bad idea maybe to strip these coconuts, husk them. We don't have a little helper, do we? Let's build this. Boom. Hey, look at that. We got our axe now, cat. And I didn't even have to do any extra flint napping. Just making the spear open that up. So we can drop that finally. Boom. And cat told me I can equip that so that that's out of my hand bar. Oh yeah, let's take all that out. That's where the stuff was. Here we go. Flint axe. Yep, we're gonna research that and build it, and then we'll go chop down a tree, make some boards with it. Mice are cute. That's why I made a mod for the one of my favorite games to add rats to it, where lots of rats in that mod. I think mice are pretty cute. Yeah, that's the thing about those little rodents. I mean, most pets you have. That's one thing I've learned. They're constantly trying to escape. Even cats and dogs are, you know, think about like how hard it is to keep your dog or your cat from darting out the front door, like when somebody shows up. All pets are constantly trying to escape. All right, let's see here. That's fine. A little bit late in the day. Now, did we look at our total seashells? What did I do with them? I thought I had one. I already had one seashell. Huh. I swear to God I found a seashell at one point. Cat, what happened to that? Did I eat it? No, it's nowhere. Hensley, what's up, buddy? Cute, but you never want to own one? Understandable. Julie's here. What's up, buddy? Do you know about the new game Eugenics? No, I haven't heard of that one. Is it on Steam? I'll have to look it up. Check it out. Yeah, Mini Mongoose has watched some of that one. If it's got anything to do with cats, Mini Mongoose is all over it. Let's see. Did you check the chest? Yeah, I thought I did. I might have overlooked it. I do have a water bottle in here. I forgot about that. We got some coffee beans. No, it's not there. I don't know what the hell. Must have been imagining it. I was certain that we had one, though. Oh, well. Okay, so it's not in there. Let's see. It's a comedic cat breeding fighting game. Well, that's weird. Combo breeding and fighting. I triangulated the exact location of a mouse using sound alone ones. That's pretty impressive, buddy. I love it. All right, what the hell are we working on here? What's our big goal right now? So we're coming into, I think it's the axe, actually. Yeah, we should focus on this axe and then make some planks and get to going with the door. So with that being the case, let's actually put the planks up. I might actually do that outside, but we'll just leave it here for now to remind myself because I will forget. All right, what other blueprints are we working on right now? Now, once we get yeah, we're going to be doing a chair and a table, definitely and a bookshelf, once we get those planks made. But I won't put them up just yet, so we don't have any way to do that. Should I worry about the bellows? I have to research it first. Oh, the bow. Ooh. Oh, I'm going to need the sharp axe for that. Oh, that could be cool, though. I'll hold off on it. Wait, do you think we should make that cat? Yeah, that one will have to wait, so we'll put it a little bit back. What is fat used for? There's several different uses for it, Rod. It's a good question. One of the things that we've used it for, the only thing we've used it for, is making candles at the moment. But it has a really long shelf life. You can eat it straight up without cooking it, and it'll definitely fill her up, but it's also going to hurt her mood. The characters do not like eating raw fat. But it's also used in some cooking recipes, too. If we were to pull up certain recipes, like these fried puff balls, for instance, you can see it takes oil/fat. Oh, I can actually make this. For some reason in my head, I was thinking the fried puff balls would be difficult to make, but no, we could make this. Oh, we're going to get some fried puff balls tomorrow from the jungle. Yeah, you know it, buddy. What's my favorite TV show? You don't have to answer if you don't want to. No worries, Encoded. I wonder if you mean like currently or of all time. I would say of all time, it's probably Star Trek: The Next Generation. I love that TV show. I loved all the Star Treks except for the original one, and the new stuff. I do not watch the new Star Trek, but Star Trek: Next Generation, probably my favorite TV show of all time. My favorite comedy show of all time was a show called News Radio. I wonder if anybody out there has heard of News Radio. Really great cast. It ran for like 7 seasons or something, but it was so funny. I absolutely loved. It was, anybody remember the SNL character, Phil Hartman, who was tragically murdered by his wife? Phil Hartman was one of the stars of News Radio. And actually, when he was murdered, they were like in the middle of that show. It was like still going on. And so another comedian came in and took over his place on the show, but I can't remember that comedian's name. Either way, yeah, I would say those two are my 2 favorites for sure. All right, let's see here. 7:30. We've got a lot of work to do, people, but I'm just procrastinating, trying to figure out what to focus on. All right, let's do some work on some cordage. I feel like I will need cordage, obviously. That's a non-stop need. Okay, hold on, guys. So, guys, we're going to take a quick break, okay, everybody? This is a good point. I think I'm going to hop up, use the restroom, and I'll be back in 5 minutes or less. So, don't go away. The stream will continue, but like I said, I will be back very shortly. So, talk amongst yourselves, everybody. All right, we are back, everybody. Sorry about that break. Took a little bit extra time there, but we are back, and let's get into the swing of it here. So, almost 8 p.m. Is the fire going? No, we're not tired. Let's spend a little bit of time just working on her happiness. It's not bad, but I like to really try and stay on top of it. What did I do with her flute? Oh my god, I swear I'm losing everything. Where did her flute go? Wait a second. Hello? No way, I'm genuinely losing stuff now. Okay, is there a flute on the ground? Okay, well that's bizarre. Oh, it's in my hand. What are you talking about? I wasn't looking for it. Oh, no worries, guys, no worries. All right, so let's see here. Appreciate you guys. No worries, no worries. Okay, so we will play that. Let's compose for 2 hours. That'll take us straight into, I think, evening here. All right, and we'll toss that in. Keep it where I remember it, where it should be. Okay, let's grab some rice. We'll eat that. I'm going to step out and take a drink real quick. Actually, hold on. Let me look at something. Yeah, that's at 56%. So let's grab... oh, that's already filled with water. We'll use that to fill that up. Step out. Uh-oh. We've got a trap that's not baited. So let's grab this and drink. And fill. And fill. Okay. Bait. Oh, that's not the house. Let's get in there, people. We are getting sleepy. How's our food? Grandpa, you want some lemongrass? No, he won't eat that. All right, so we'll drop it off. Yeah, in the morning, we're definitely going to cook up some of this fried puffball. Maybe a couple meals, too, but not to worry. So, all right, another beautiful night in our hammock. Let's go to bed, people. There's but one night. There are many days. The night consumes each new day. That's poetic there, buddy. I love it. All right, let's go. Let's go. Wow. First time we've seen a macaque. It's rummaging through our stuff, the little thief. So let's attack it. We'll use our flint spear. Seriously damage one of its arms. We'll go for the spear again. Macaque runs away. Damn. Got away from us there, unfortunately. It did rain again. Yeah, we got a light rain. That's kind of incredible, isn't it, Cat? Let's go ahead and collect it. Collect. I should have made more clay vessels, too, shouldn't I? Did stop it from stealing. That's a good... looking on the bright side of things there. Mini mongoose, I love it. All right, so... let's go ahead and eat this. You know, let me look at... what does the seafood cup take? Oh, I don't have that researched yet, do I? Seafood cup? Where is it? There it is. Yeah, urchin. Oh, yeah, we won't be able to make that. I forgot. Got to have that urchin. This seafood cup was like my go-to meal during the mermaid playthrough, though. I can tell you that much. Still can make clay vessels. Yeah, that might not be a bad thing to do, I guess. Well, then again, it will take some mud, won't it? Maybe it will be difficult during the wet or the dry season, but I mean, technically it's raining right now, so let's give him a little water. Oh, that's kind of like infinite water right there. It's not doing much, though. All right, let's see. Yeah, mud while it rains. I think that's not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, so if I start digging up mud, though, we kind of do need to prioritize making stuff with it because it'll just sit here and turn into dirt. But let's make this into mud. Oh, there's a blueprint for the axe. Nice. Also worthwhile building salt beds at the bay. Okay, we'll do that. We'll do that. Okay, let's see. So the flint axe is chilling. I'm going to go inside real quick and just put that up there. Yeah, that's fine. I just want that to be up there so I don't forget about it. List of horrors that dip slightly into my comprehension. CDDA's tile set system. That is, it's the rest are either too much in my comprehension to fear. I'm not sure I understand what you mean, though. Encoded. I'm not sure what you're saying there, buddy. You can get dirt digging the secret valley location, then you can use seawater from the bay. Oh, that'll be helpful. Yeah, okay. We'll do that then. Bugs. Take that crab out of there. Alright, we'll do that. Get a bunch of dirt here. It has stopped raining now, too. Let's go ahead and turn these into bricks. Well, actually, I probably want clay. Here, I'm thinking about making more reservoirs. Okay, so put that away. That away. We're getting hungry again. Let's pop over to the deep jungle, see if we got anything in our trap. And yeah, let's just go. Okay, and let me take some drinks here. Yeah, we got 100% on our water reservoirs. That's fine. Deep jungle. Nope, no ding there. Well, the yam still sits idly. But now we're going to get some puffballs. Hey, look at that. Herbology leveled it up, baby. I guess I should probably research the irrigation system, right? What would that be under? Oh, wait. Oh, that's not how it works. Irrigation is on the place card, isn't it? Is that how that works? Yeah. Okay, never mind. I remembered that. Okay, let's grab the more mushrooms. Okay. 4 of those. Very good, very good. I guess we'll go back. Feels like such a waste just to go for puffballs and nothing else. But, all right, we're extremely hot, and we are going to be turning on our oven. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fill this jar up a little bit and wash ourselves with it. And then let's step inside. And the traps went off, right? No. All right, in we go. Beautiful. Fill it. Actually, hold on. Okay, crabs, you go onto the stove. Let me move these back a little bit. And we'll grab that. So is this fat piece big enough? Yes, it is. I don't actually want to use that. I want to use that. Build it. 30 minutes. Go. Now, let's give him some water. Okay, that's empty. Good. I kind of took a lot of water. Let's do another one. Look at that. Good to go, people. Let's build it. And they go onto the stove. These go into the cooler pot. Put that fat away. And let's light that up. Now, we got to get to the woods, or to the jungle, I should say, and cut down one of these big trees at some point here. All right, let's see. Can we get this going? Do I have a knife? Boom. How long does it take? Hour and 30 minutes. Are you kidding me? My crabs will be completely burnt by that point. All right, let's just do a little carving then. Grab my knife. Yeah, it only takes 30 minutes. Usually get a vase to the seaside to use salt water for wash and use in pot cooler. Yeah, that is a good idea. We do need to get a couple of clay vessels just for salt water for sure. All right, so delicious. Look at this. Oh my gosh, what a feast we've got here, people. Put those away. Yeah, let's feed one of the crabs to old grandpa. Then we'll eat it. I'm going to just extinguish this fire. Eat it. Oh, that filled us right up. And we are feeling real happy now. That is gorgeous. All right, I'm going to transfer this water over to the cooking pot because it has a lid, and these won't evaporate that way. That there, and I'll just drink that. Okay, beautiful. This we can save for later, so we'll stick that in the cooler. Looking real good. Got those rice there that need to be processed, but all right, it is 3:11. Let's go ahead and get this going. One more piece of cordage, go figure. Oh, let's pour that into that. Okay. Where's my spindle? Don't tell me it's in my handrail. Okay, there it is. Almost lost my mind. And let's extract. Extract. Feed you too. Wait, you feed you? No, Minnie, you gotta feed yourself. Let's see. If you make salt beds to get salt, you can make glazed vessels. Yeah, well, that's actually what we should be working on for sure. You live on a monogon? Grandpa ate it all. Mini extra stomach in his arm. There we go. Get the cordage. Fill in the recipe. Build the axe. Woohoo! So, we've got ourselves... Oh, that actually improved my napping. Yeah, we've got ourselves 2 axes now. Beautiful. Glorious. Okay. What are we working on next? I think we need to just go get that tree chopped down and start working on some planks. It's a little too late, so let's just exit. Okay, my compost bin is almost totally full. See, it's going to be 1900 hours soon. For some reason, I have an urge to go to the deep jungle just to see if that trap has been sprung, but maybe that's not a great thing to do. Yeah, we definitely need salt for these clay vessels, don't we? No, Mattis, that was actually not the trap, buddy. That was the compost bin dinging. I know, it dings constantly. It's annoying. Yeah, unfortunately, none of the traps were set off. Okay, so... think here. Okay, that's at 85. I guess I could take these out. One of them. Fertilizer. Yam crop plot. No, there is a trap. No, there's not. With a clock on it? Oh, the dead mouse. Oh, well. Yeah, I don't care about that. That's in there as bait. Okay. Yep, she is euphoric right now. Eating that meal really did help. Okay, let's see here. I think I will travel. Just going, just checking things out here. Dang it. Dang it. I was hoping there would be a pig there. Okay, no pigs, no pigs. What are you going to do, though? Well, I was going to spend some time chopping down the tree, but we'll do that tomorrow. Okie dokie. So we'll drop that. Take it on out. We're looking good, people. We got that. Well, I still haven't caught another bird. I can't believe that. Can't believe these birds, how finicky they are. So, it is 8 p.m. The light levels are really too low for us to do anything except train our spears. So that's what we'll do. Alright. Let's do one more spear train, and then we'll go to bed. And sleep we shall. 8 hours. Let's do it. I'll wake up very thirsty, but that'll be okay. Very hot. Her happiness is rice. Tiny men, flu, and cleaning. Okay. Let's see here. Grandpa's doing fine. Give him a little bit of water. Then we'll give ourselves some water. Oh, boy. Where's my other Oh, it's filled with stuff. That's right. Let's grab this. Very nice. I think we should do another one of that same variety. Yes, please. No. All right, we're outside. Let's go ahead and take a drink. I'm trying to avoid washing myself unless we really start to overheat here, but let's harvest a little lemongrass. Crop plot is at 68%. What percent did you say? If it drops below 75, right, Kat? I think so. We'll give it some water. Okay, and in we go. You go there. In you go. I'm going to stick that on the stove for now, but we'll cook it later. So let's exit. Wait, hold on. Sweep up the place. And do a little carving. Okay. Yep, got to keep that happiness up. Okay, okay. And let's grab this. Wait, what is in this that it's so full? Oh, I've got that extra axe now. So, yeah, let's travel to the deep jungle. Fingers crossed, people. Hopefully we hear that ding for the piglet. Julie, what about a shelf or bookcase? All those statues? Yeah, Julie, actually, the shelf, or I should say the shelf, the bookcase, the door, the chairs have all been hinging on us making this sharp axe. So now that we just made it, we are coming over here to chop down this tree. And that's going to allow us to make those boards, which we are going to be critical for all those projects I just mentioned. No, wait a second. Cat, should I use the shovel, or not the shovel, this crappy axe to chop part of this? No, we'll just do this. Yeah, it's a lot less work doing it with the sharp axe, isn't it? Now let's look at this. So that takes an hour. That takes 45 minutes. Now we're extremely hot, so let's wash ourselves and rest. To be quite honest, for an extra 15 minutes of work, I think it's worth saving the durability on my axe. And I'm going to use the stone axe to clear. What do you think? You would use the stone on that last part, Mongoose? Yeah, I think so. It's going to look so cozy with bookshelves. You better believe it, buddy. Of course, Grandpa's long arm, it always throws off the feng shui, you know? As soon as I make a new carving and I think, oh, it looks so pretty, Grandpa's long arm just swings across the room and knocks it over. All right, let's go back. Wait. Just take every little thing you can from this place. Let's put these in our backpack. Large tree, log, planks, door, chair, tables, bookshelf. Okay, so the door first. Gotcha. Gotcha. And back to the secret valley we shall go. Another thing just dinged, but that was... Wait, what was it? I think it was this. Okay. Wait, no... Oh, yeah, no. Okay, I thought it was the crop plot that dinged. Hey, take that out. Drop it. So the log goes inside. That's where we're going to be working on stuff. Let's actually put these in that. Take that out, because... No. We'll need that. Okie dokie. Let's, refill that and take a drink. 2. Back in we go. Yeah, we're extremely hot. Here it is. Oh. Boom. Ah, just one takes 3 hours. All right, so we'll get ourselves prepared for that a little bit. We need some of this grass. Ooh, attack it. Flint spear. Come on, baby. Deep wound turns to trying to escape. Flint spear it again. And we got it. Yay. Oh, goody. All right, so I think I'm just going to push her. Let's just do this without watering ourselves. Really trying to conserve that water at every turn, you know? So 3 hours is a long time, but we can do it. Bam, we've got planks, people. Now, we'll probably need more, right? In order to actually accomplish all of those things that we were talking about, the door and the bookshelves and stuff. We'll probably need more than this, I'm assuming, but we might even need more than this for the door. I don't know. Actually, hold on. Let me grab my knife. Yeah, we are going to do that door here in a moment, but let's get this food cooking. Now, wait a second. Do you think I should... I don't have any peppers yet. That's one thing I have not found. Let's see. Sorry again, I got smited on YouTube. Oh, no worries, VV. Let's see. A shelf doesn't use much. Okay, that's good. Chuli Wind Catcher helps a lot. All right, we're good. We're good. Do you say what you're typing out loud? What do you mean? Not sure what you mean there. Okay, let's drop that. And, oh, I just flushed the skin. Okay, so, yeah, I'd like to make this macaque meat into skewers. But to be honest, I don't think that's going to happen. Because I have to search for the peppers first, and it's just like not happening. I did search for peppers at one point, but all right, I have no water, so let's step outside real quick. Oh, damn. Nothing going. Okay, let me fill this up with water. That with... Wait. What happened? Oh, I just emptied it. That with water. That with water. There we go. All right, back in we go. Oh, my cage trap also dinged too. Macaque kebabs, that's right. That's exactly what it is. Monkey kebabs. And we'll grab some lemongrass for bait. It's not the best bait, but it will work. All right, let's get in here and get this fire started. Start cooking some food, people. It's 6 o'clock. In we go. Oh, I'm looking for my fire starter. I know exactly where it's at. Bam. There we go. 7% on that fire starter. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that and switch it with my emergency fire starter. So this will be our emergency one because we barely ever use it. This one will just help us extend that use there. All right. Like I was saying, I would like for you to, when I was typing, I would like for you to. Yeah, I don't think I do. I don't talk when I talk to myself a lot. Like when I'm not streaming, I often speak to myself. All right, what are we doing here? 6:30, we're waiting on food. What can we do to make our life a little bit easier? Does this take a rope or does that take string cordage? I wonder. Let's actually, speaking of cordage, we'll just make cordage. Where's it at? Oh, I only got 2 of these left. That's all right. We got a whole patch of these out front. Puff balls. Oh, that's not done yet. Okay, let's eat that. I'm going to smoke that meat there. Hey, Tanic, redeemed random sub. What's going on? Thank you for the bits, my friend. Appreciate that. Hello, hello. Welcome to the stream, too, everybody. Let's see. Garlic and onions are almost mandatory in all of my meals. I like that. I like that. You know, one of my favorite spices is rosemary. It doesn't go with everything necessarily, but I do love rosemary quite a bit. It's one of my favorites. All right, let's make some more cordage. That's done in 15. Where's it at? Okay. I think we need to go outside and get some more snake grass. God, I have so much stuff sitting on the floor. Once we get this door, it won't matter. I feel like I do want another chest, though. Wait, what's that at? 72. You benefit for bits. I don't know what they're for. I don't really know 100% with the bits. I think it does contribute to the overall revenue I get from Twitch with the bits, but it's a good question. I'm not super familiar. It is like a tip though, more or less. Yeah. But it's funny because I almost never use Twitch like when I'm watching stuff. There are Twitch streamers who I watch, but I watch their stuff on YouTube, like after they've gone live and they edit their stuff down to clips or whatever. So unfortunately, I don't use Twitch, but I really probably should just to get more familiar with it for the sake of the viewers when I'm actually streaming too. Let's see here. And TikTok, man, I've tried to make content for TikTok before. I legitimately don't understand that platform at all. It is like a mystery. Okay, let's see here. So it's 9:30 or 7:30. Let's go back in. Oh, I didn't get my grass. That's why I came out here. Oh, and the seeds. Now, the seeds are actually super useful. You know what? Yeah, that's coming out, and the seeds are going in. This can go into the compost bin. Very nice, very nice, very nice. You actively avoid TikTok? Yeah. I know what you mean. I don't use the platform either, but as a content creator, you gotta be open to, multiple different platforms, obviously. All right. But, I ran into an issue with posting on TikTok because what I would do is I would make shorts for YouTube, post those, and then I would post the same things on TikTok, but it started to get flagged for like duplicated content because I guess they could detect that I had already uploaded it to YouTube somehow. So I just gave up on TikTok. All right. So what the hell are we doing here? That's still smoking. The rice water comes out. We'll just give that to Grandpa. This is at 71%, but we'll wait. Maybe we'll make a trip to the bay in the morning and fill up some containers with salt water. Can't be a bad... Sorry, just muted myself. Can't be a bad idea there. Oregano is your favorite herb? Put that on almost anything. It is good. I have like an Italian spice mix. It's like Italian spices in a bottle. I'm sure it has a lot of oregano in it. But, all right, let's see. So that we can drop 8 p.m. She's very happy, but you can never really be happy enough in this life, right? So let's actually... Wait. I know what we should be doing. Duh. Oh, okay. I need some tree nails now. Okay. I know we have a recipe for those. I don't know what it takes. Well, there we go. Hour and 30. Yeah, let's do it. Hour and 30, build it. Bam. Got it. We're knocking it out, people. Cistern resumed. Tree nails to the floor. You come out. Extinguish. Harvest charcoal and ash. Put those into the cooler pot. That goes outside. That gets put away. All right, time for bed, everybody. We got a big day ahead of us tomorrow, so let's do a full 8 hours of sleep. Happiness is looking good. We're on day 2 of the dry season, people. Only what, like 28 more to go? Let's hang out with Grandpa. All right, let's get this door made. Oh, that's not the right card. There we go. Actually, before we do that, let's step outside. We will drink. Oh, look, our wild yams have grown. Nice. So we did it. Yeah, I got that planted. It's still carried over into the dry season, but we did manage to get our wild yams to grow. So we're doing pretty good. I've got 2 young almond trees. Mango, we've got a palm tree coming through. Only 1 more snake grass patch, which is a bit unfortunate, but that's not really that hard to find. All right, doing good. Let's see. Let's go inside and eat. Yeah, the yams came in few, I know. If we had had to deal with those for too long, that could have been a problem. Grandpa will eat that. Yeah, he will. Okay, so put that away. What's in this? Okay. Let's see. 7 a.m. What are we doing? Are we going to the bay to get some seawater and maybe set up some salt flat things? What the hell are they called? Salt flats. So first of all, I didn't get the door made, did I? I stopped short. So let's build that real quick. We got another level. Okay, so we just need 2 ropes. That's fine. We'll have to get more of the snake grass later. But yeah, we'll do that. We will. I have snake grass right here. I guess I could. Think we should do it now or maybe wait till the evening because we're burning daylight. Palindrome theorem was straight to VHS movie in the 1980s. Mods would go hard for this game. I'm surprised. I wonder if there are any mods for this one. All right, let's go outside. None of our traps have dinged. You would wait till dark. Yeah, I think you're right, Mattis. Okay, so here we go. We're going to head to the bay. I'm going to take the travois. Although, actually, that's kind of not good, is it? No, it's going to over-encumber me. And we can't use it for carrying the water back with us. So, oh, one thing I did want to look at, though. What does it actually take to build a salt flat? Mud bricks? So I'm not going to be able to build this on our first go-round. Yeah, those salt flats will be something I have to prepare for. Do we know what the second stage is for? Hold on, let me look at it one more time. So it needs 6. Do we know what this is offhand, Cat? 12 bricks and 6 clay total. Okay, so we'll need all 12 of our dirt. And then we'll need 6 more pieces of dirt. So I just put those in there for now. Bugs. Okay, beautiful. Is that all going to fit? I have to carry some dirt in my backpack with me. Oh my gosh. All right, not a big deal. Let's take these bugs inside. Drop that. I'm actually going to put the bugs in our cooler pot so that they don't go bad. You want a bug, Grandpa? All right, exit. We are very hot. Let's see if we can push through without having to use the water. Are there keyboard commands you have to use, or is this all click and drag type stuff? Been looking for more games to play on Steam Deck. It's all click and drag. Yeah, I haven't touched my keyboard at all the entire run so far, Chronic, but it's a good question. Yeah, this is one of those games you can play entirely just with the mouse, basically. I don't honestly know if there are any keyboard commands. Does that correspond to the number 1? Yeah. So if you assign these flags here are like shortcuts. So if there's like a tool that you use a lot, you can put a flag on it. And then apparently those do correspond to the number keys. So if I hit the number key 3, it like brings that right to the front. So there are some hotkeys for that. I didn't ever think about that. Good question, buddy. Good question. I for inventory. No, that doesn't work. No. I like the broom at number 1. Oh, the broom at number 1? Yeah, that is a helpful one for sure. For sure. All right, so we've got that in order. Let's grab. Not going to need the shovel. But we do have a long trip ahead of us, so let's get going, people. I brought a little bit of food. Oh, yeah, see, we're overheating now, so we definitely need to wash ourselves. but I'm still overheating. I feel like I was going to say I'm still overheating though. How do I get rid of this? Yeah, I'm wearing a hat. Take off my gloves. You got to take. Okay. Anything else I should take off, you think? Maybe the shirt. It is wet right now, so that's going to keep me cool, right? Oh, go to the wetlands and enter the cave. That's smart. Yeah. Let's go to the wetlands. That's true. Duh. We can wash ourselves there, too. Yeah, real smart. Let's actually fill that up with dirty water. And let's go into the cave. And that's it. I don't even need to wash myself, do I? Yeah, now we're back to temperature. Comfortable temp. I do want those mushrooms, but not right now. That's not why we're here. All right, good call, Cat. Oh, let's see. E for equipment? Yeah, there you go. That's right. B for builds. Okay. Yeah, see, there are shortcuts here. I didn't even know it. All right, let's go to the jungle. And then to the bay. We're exhausted, though, so we'll just rest for a couple minutes. I do have her over encumbered now somehow. I didn't think we were when we first started. Why is she over encumbered? Huh. Well, let's just go. We can dump everything when we get there. Okay. Take it all out. Let's fill these up with water so I don't forget. I'm going to go ahead and wash myself with this unsafe water just to get it out of there. All right, what do we got here? Okay, so first we want to... How does this work? Oh, okay. Let's drop that. Let's go ahead and set up the salt bed recipes, or the blueprints. So we've got it. Let's continue to make mud using the ocean water. Infinite water. Make me dirty, too, as we do this. Making mud pies, people, just like we did as a kid. Who would have thought that was a valuable skill that would transfer over to our adult lives? What's happening? All right. Good. So we'll fill that back up. Now, what do we start with? 6 stones. Let's move this mud next to the sand. Okay. If you moved a bit from your travois to your backpack, it wouldn't have been so bad. Okay. Yep. All right. Wait. Oh, I ran out of sand. See, this is why I want it all next to each other, because otherwise it jumps around so much. All right, wait, was it 4 or 6? 6. Okay, yep, 12 more. Cat was dead on. Let's go. Running out of sand at the beach, it is kind of funny, isn't it? You have to purposely, like, dig it up, I guess. All right, so I didn't bring any more food with me. I probably should have brought more food. We do have water, though, so we can drink. Let's drink a little bit more. Good. I actually think I'm going to fill this up with ocean water, too. Because that's really, I almost always exclusively use that for cooling myself. So for right now, we'll do that here. All right, it's 5 p.m. We got a little bit more daylight. I do not think we are going to be able to get this all done today. So we are going to have to leave this partially built, but that's not the end of the world. Let's see, the mud might revert back into dirt, though, which is a bit unfortunate, but let's go ahead and make some clay for this thing. Make clay. Thinking about toughen it out. Yeah, we're just going to light a candle to get home. All right, so we've got 6. We got most of that done. We are going to strike up a candle for this, for getting home. It's not ideal, but... Wait. Can I start the candle just with the shavings? No, I can't remember. Let me wash myself first. A couple of times. Okay, yeah, now we need to get home, so let's grab this stuff. Let's get that lit. Yeah, that lights that. All right, and that goes boop, back into the bag. Boom, we'll grab our travois. Yeah, unfortunately, that won't fit. So now I am over encumbered. Damn. I don't want to leave the travois here. We'll probably get this today and see how it goes on the deck. How long did it take you to figure out what you were doing? Because it has a really hard for me to follow. Oh, it's been really hard to follow. Well, you know, Chronic, it took me a little while. You're definitely going to die several times, but that's kind of the way it, you know, it wants you to play the game. Because there are certain roguelike elements to it where, you know, because you're able to die and start again, you can build up your characters better, but it takes a while, it does. But you know, the good thing, buddy, is we have a channel in Discord dedicated to the card survival games. And Katrina and myself and Minnie Mongoose and Kenny, we're all there. We can answer any questions you've got too, buddy. So if you do pick it up and get stuck or something, just feel free to ask a question in Discord, you know, because we'll always be happy to help you out. But yeah, definitely recommend it. It's been a super fun game. All right, let me see. I'm trying to finagle my weight here. I think maybe if we drop that. I might just have to empty one of these out, one of these water containers out. Wow, that still didn't do it. Huh. That is just too much weight. Can't take as much water home as I wanted, but it's not the end of the world, I guess. It's a little bit of salt water. Okay, so we got to get back now. Let's go, let's go. Yeah, we definitely don't want to be over encumbered when we're heading back, because my candle obviously has a limited amount of, you know, burn time on it. And if you're super encumbered, then walking back and forth takes longer. So we got to really be aware of that, especially at this time of the night. And of course, it's going to be extra tiring for us. All right, deep jungle. We're almost home, though. Oh! But we did come prepared. So something set off my log trap and stole the yam that was in there, but I got it set and baited. So let's go back. Let's go home. Okay. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that was our compost bin. So let's go ahead and extinguish that. Take this out. We'll just take everything out real quick. Let me fill this with water. Wait, where's my reservoirs? I don't need this anymore. Okie dokie. We'll fill that with water for Grandpa and stuff. Put that inside. That. Drop that. Yeah, we're going to go back to the bay tomorrow and finish setting that up. obviously we got some work to do tonight for food. All right, in we go. Grandpa, he's getting thirsty, folks. So let's give him some water. Not the salt water, the good water. Oh, wait, is it working? Wow, he is a thirsty boy. Okay, what's this? What's this? We got some smoked macaque. Let's eat it. Hey, we discovered the cistern. Let's go. What are we researching next? The well? Let's research the well. It's going to be a little while, but I think we'll get it. All right, we got to do some food here. I'm thinking we can get one more puffball made. It's 1 a.m. though. Boy, oh boy. I stayed up too late, didn't I? All right, so here's what we'll do. Set up the puffball. I'll build that later. In terms of actual food, just to fill our belly a little bit, let's just grab some lemongrass because we can harvest that at night. Have to reset that snare tomorrow. But let's eat. Yeah, tomorrow we're going to have to cook a little meal, give some food to Grandpa because he's getting low. But now it is time to sleep, so we're just going to do 4 hours. Fat has spoiled. Oh no. Was that the fat that was in my meal? Probably was. Let's put these outside. You know what? While that's cooking, we're going to prepare the rice too. Yeah, my fat spoiled. But I think we've got enough. All right, so build it. Beautiful. Now, we're going to be extra careful with this rice. Cat, can I use salt water for this rice? We'll find out here shortly. Salt water. I need to grab my other little vessel just to test this. No, sorry. Okay, never mind. All right, no testing it. We will grab our clay vase, step outside momentarily. Oh, what dinged? Oh, yes. Yes, we got ourselves a macaque. So that goes into the compost. Let's take those out. Let's go ahead and fill this up with water. Okay, so one bowl gets a half a charge of water. Just like this. 50% water. Oops. Yeah, this way we're not wasting any of our water. Trying to be extra, extra careful here, people. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pour that back into the cistern. We'll fill that up with water. All right, so that's good to go. Monkey, you're coming in the place with me, buddy. Let's rearm this. And I've got some bugs inside the cooler pot. So, all right, drop it onto the oven. You go. Let's drop it. Drop it. And we'll get started. A nice little fire start. Oh, that's more rotten remains. My fat is all going bad. Hopefully we get another pig pretty soon. We'll find out. I am down to my last potato, but we've got more. All right, get that going. Yeah. So, can I remove water from this cooler pot? Or I can just use salt water to fill it up more. Okay, that's fine. So that's an 100%. That's cooking away. Let's put this away. No, I can't take it out. Understood. Let's hang out with the grandpa. And we'll just extract a little fiber. Soaked rice, ready in 6 minutes. Fried puffballs. Beautiful. Let's give her a little bit more time. Here's what we're going to do. Before we eat that, let me take these gloves and put them away. Let's kill the monkey. Okay, this cage trap needs to go back outside. Let's take this water out, though, and it needs to be preserved. Actually, I can feed the rice water to him. Yeah, better. Good. All right, buddy, there you go. You get some rice. How's that for you, Grandpa? Grandpa's in good shape now. We'll put that away for later. Let's go ahead and eat this now. Beautiful. Out we go. Deploy it. Not there. Okay. Rotten remains. Why not? Stupid animals. They'll eat anything. All right. Let's grab a little bit of water. What time is it? 9:30 in the morning. Can we get to the bay? Can we make it, people? I think we shall. Technically, it's because water's mixed with the sand, so that makes sense why you can't take it out. Grandpa is losing a bit of health too fast. I think he's okay. Let's step back inside now. Grandpa's at 92% health, and can't put the whole macaque into that thing. I never got that door finished either, did I? Crap. So much to do. So much to do. Okay, but let's extinguish the fire, and I really think we need to prioritize those salt beds, right? I think for this trip, there's no real reason to bring the axes with me, because remember, we had such trouble getting the water back. So we'll lighten our load a little bit before we go. All right, let's step outside. Okay. And Travoy. Let's put those on there for now. And let's go to the jungle. Come on, pig. You better be there. Damn it. Well, at least the yam is still present. All right. To the wetlands we go. We'll wash ourselves off because we're getting extremely hot. Wash, wash, wash. Actually, that was kind of dumb, wasn't it, Cat? Instead of wasting the water, I should have just stepped into the cave to cool off, probably, huh? You put your full backpack on the Travoy? You mean when I fill it up, I guess? Okay. We'll do that. All right, let's go. Let's go. Jungle. Okay, all right, VV. Have a good one, buddy. Wait. All right, let's see here. Take that. Wait, what am I doing? We're not at the right location yet. There we go. Bay. We're almost there. It's 11. Just before noon. Take everything out. All right, we'll fill that up with water. We still have mud, so that's beautiful. We need bricks. Go back on there. And got to get some sand. So gather the sand. Getting extremely hot, so we'll wash. A little bit thirsty. I didn't really bring any water to drink except this, didn't I? It's probably, yeah, probably not smart to fill that with salt water. But we're not going to dehydrate. I won't let it happen. Bricks? Oh my gosh. There we go. Oh, you're talking about the water skins. I got you, Cat. Yes, we've done it. Okay, so that wasn't too bad. Build it. Excellent. Now remember, yeah, we just fill that up and leave it, right? So this thing is good to go. It's currently working. Yay. So I do need 2 more seashells while we're here. Let's see, it's 15:24. We are very hot, slightly hungry. Yeah, let's just explore. Get lucky and find some shells. That'll be great. But who knows? Lemongrass. Hey, look at that. Perfect. Where's my bag? Good. So, I guess I'll just drink that, even though it's pretty minuscule. Excuse me. Let's see. We're getting very hot. Yeah, let's take a wash. 4:30. We've got the shells that we need. This thing is working. Let's go home. I think it's time to go home. Let's see. Yeah, we got our salt bed up and working. That's awesome. So we'll make some water skins when we get back. Yeah, we got the seal shells. All right, let's go to the jungle. 4:30. Oh, wait a second. God damn it. My encumbrance is still crazy. I should have realized that. What did you say to do, Cat? Take off my backpack? Oh, that did help. Yeah, good call. All right, 30 minutes we traveled. Whereas, oh, well, we're out of fat then. We're out of fat. It's all expired at this point, I think. We'll have to check, but I'm pretty sure that was the rotten remains that were in my chest. Okay. Just going to enter to cool down real quick. Okay, let's go, go, go. Deep jungle. Come on, pig. Damn it, no pig. Secret Valley. Man. It was so easy to get pigs in that previous stream. We were tripping over the pigs, but not so much now. Oh, I still do have fat, Cat. I was totally wrong about that. God, we have 8 pieces left. Although, yeah. Okay. So, not a problem. Nope, we're good to go. We can still make some. Let's go ahead and empty everything out. Put that boy outside. This gold's back on our back. Okay. Awesome. Well, some of them were like 23%. Is that going to be a problem, you think? How many did you recommend of these I make? 2 or 3? Start with 2, maybe. All right, I need some needles. Craft a needle. And we'll put that in that one. Let's not forget about our monkey. Silly monk. Okay, we'll make some more cordage real quick. As many as possible. Gotcha. All right, so that takes an hour. Let's get this monkey prepared. God, I wish I had the ability to make skewers with it. All right, drop that. Yep, let's see. What else are we cooking? I feel like rotten remains are not going to be as good as bugs. All right, let's throw that in there. And we are thirsty, so we're going to fill up on some water. I know, it's only 2 meat for a monkey. They're tiny little things. I was a little bit like, I didn't quite understand how big these macaques are when I first started playing, but the macaque is a very small monkey. It's not a big animal. I mean, it can kind of, if you cut both your hands together, like a macaque could fit in your hands. So they're pretty small little creatures. Let's see. Okay. But it does suck. You don't get a lot. And it looks big on the cards. It does. It does look bigger than it is. All right, so we need to get the fire started and worry about cooking before we work. Oh, the hut is getting a little bit dirty too. All right, so here's what we'll do. What's the time? We are just going to cook those and eat them. I don't have any intention on smoking them, so let's clean. So that's now done. Let's eat one of them. Screw it, we'll just eat both. Grandpa, you'll have to wait, buddy. Let's take care of the skin, get that prepared. And let's go ahead and... How long? An hour? Knock it out. Let's go. Okay, yeah. In the morning, we're definitely going to have to prioritize doing these, I can tell. Simply because of the fat. Screw it. Let's get those both to level 2. Okay. Maybe what I should do, Cat, if I was being real smart, I would actually take that out of the chest and put it into the cooler pot for just a little bit of extra shelf life there. Okay. Let's see, move the fat to the cooler. Look at that mini mongoose. Our brains are in sync with each other. Grandpa's arm Grandpa's arm looks big on his card too. Something about these cards, they just, it's like, excuse me, it's like when you look in your rearview mirror on a car, it says objects may appear closer than they are, bigger than they are, whatever. That's how it is in this game. Objects on the card may appear larger than they actually are. All right, extinguish. We'll sleep for 8 hours. Let's go. Wouldn't a bucket be better? For what? Let's see. Okay. Oh my gosh, having so much fun here. Let's see. Food-wise. Oh, I need to get these out. Hold on. Let's put this recipe up here. It's not the biggest priority, but we might as well just get it up here because I'll forget all about it. Oh, good. I was worried that these seashells might have disappeared like the last one. Now, what are we doing? So I think we're sitting here waiting for cordage, right? Yeah. So let's make some... actually, no. Step outside. Oh my god. Where's all the partridges, man? Let's drink. A drink. A drink. Now here's what I'm thinking. Here's what we're going to do. It's something I haven't done yet, but we're actually going to eat a coconut. Or we're going to feed it to Grandpa. Because I don't care if his stool gets liquidy. Let's actually... Yeah, it doesn't matter. Let's crack that open. Just greet Grandpa the mice. He's part kitty. He doesn't eat that much, this guy. This might be the first time we've eaten coconut in this whole run, which is funny. Because like if you play this game for the first time, you're going to be eating so much coconut. Because normally default characters start on the bay. So the coconut, you'll eat so much of it that it'll make you sick. But yeah, he might go nuts. Grandpa turns into a sadistic killer and starts swinging that deadly arm around. All right. One at a time. Boom. Oh, I didn't get my cord. Or did I? No. Suddenly, all of a sudden, I forget how to play the game. 1, 2, 3. Oh, god damn it. Boom. Another water skin in the sack for now. All right, fill that. Good. Look at that. We were able to use the fat twice. I love it. But it did break a needle, so let's make another one. Extremely hot. Drop, drop, drop. You love coconut in real life? I like it in moderation. I do like coconut a lot, but I can't eat like a ton of it all at once. You know what I'm saying? Not because it hurts my stomach or anything, just because it's just a little bit, it dominates, you know, most any kind of dish you put in, it can kind of dominate the flavor if you're not careful with it. But I love like almond joy. That's a candy over here. It's got almonds, coconut, and chocolate. All right, let's build her. I never did like coconut growing up. It's one of those foods that like I didn't really start to acquire a taste for until I got older. You like coconut pineapple cocktails? Yeah, actually coconut and pineapple go together really well. Essentially a pina colada, right? Okay, I'm going to wash myself with this salt water. I'm going to try and feed Grandpa the salt water. Let's fill that up. Let's give him some of that. So I've got 2 water skins. Let's step outside and fill them. Yeah, pina coladas are great. I don't drink anymore. I gave up alcohol this January, actually, as a New Year's resolution. Trying to save a little bit of money, too, since I'm doing this now full time. Quit my regular job, but it's a risk. It's a bit of a gamble. Who knows? Maybe I'll have to go get a job again. But so what did you say? Put these in the backpack, Cat? Let's actually take that salt water real quick. Let's put that into one of our containers inside. Thanks, Cat. Okay, let's go. Oh my God, where's all my containers? Very end of the road here. Okay, so that'll go in there. So we got a decent amount of salt water. Virgin pina coladas. Yeah, nothing wrong with that. For sure, for sure. Delicious. All right, what are we doing, people? Oh, I never got the door built. Okay, let's get the rope made. Let me go outside real quick and just fill up this water skin so I don't forget about it. So, Kat, is that what I should be doing, or should I be wearing these water skins? Can we wear all 3 of them? Oh, hell yeah. Nope. Only 2. So one of them will just go in there, right? Congrats on making the transition to full-time creator. Well, thanks, buddy. Yeah, it was a little bit premature. Like, I had this whole plan. I wanted to have, like, a certain amount of money saved up in the bank and, be at a certain point, subscriber-wise. But you just get to a point working for these big corporations and stuff. It drives you nuts. It's hard to go in and do that job every day, knowing that I should be at home doing this, whether it's streaming or working on the channel in some fashion, It's like I just feel like I'm absolutely wasting my time working for somebody else, Not to say that everybody should, don't quit your jobs, but yeah, hopefully we can make it work. All right, so we're out of 1 full reservoir. We're on day 65. I don't know, guys. At some point, we might have to switch focus and just go into water preservation mode. Do nothing but go, like, hunting for unsafe water and boiling it and stuff. Yeah, big corporations always kill the job market, I know. Yeah, they do. I was lucky enough in the sense that, I was working retail and not in the corporate. Like, I was at the store level. And so, jobs at that level are usually pretty safe. When a major corporation does layoffs, they usually do it at the corporate level. I mean, not to say that they wouldn't lay off like their bottom workers, but typically at the store level, like, labor is already slashed so much to try and maximize profits that you can't really get rid of people at the store level. Okay, let's see. So we need some salt in a couple of days. How long does it generally take to fill up one of those salt flats? In other words, when should I return? Not everyone has your voice. Thanks, Rod. Yeah, I'm very lucky in the sense as a content creator, Lots of people try their hand at content creation and, for whatever reason don't follow through. But there are certain things like my voice, which I've been very lucky in, it fits in well with the content creation. But all right, so it's 1:30. You worked in a factory and got panic attacks for the first time, eventually ending having to quit because the panic attacks started to show up multiple times every day. Yeah, it's no fun, man. These jobs, got a job at retail prices. Not sure what that means. Content creation is a grind, yeah, but it's a pleasurable grind. Like, I'd rather be doing this over just about anything else, It's not something I realized about myself until I started doing it, but I did come to discover that I think I was meant to be a content creator, Like I said earlier, I went to school for teaching and stuff, but my heart was never truly in that. Probably a good, explanation as to why I never actually finished, but I definitely, as soon as I realized, like, there was a potential glimmer of a chance that I could do this as a full-time job, I threw myself into it head first. That was all I cared about at that point. You know, once I broke like 1,000 subscribers, I was like, okay, this is it. It's on. All right, so no pig. The yam's getting pretty low, but we're going to give it time, obviously. Let's see, about 2 to 3 days for the salt bed, so maybe a couple more days. You don't have to wait, though. You can empty the remaining water and scrape the salt. Okay, we'll go then. We'll just go, because we do need to start making some more of those things. I wonder if YouTube sees you. You know what? I do have the chat overlay turned on, but usually it's hard to find a really good spot for chat in this game. I'll try and move it a little bit. Yeah. The screen is like almost 100% used for like in this game for the UI. Every part of it is used. So I've got chat right here now for Twitch. We'll see if that helps at all. All right. Fill up the salt bed again. Okay. We'll do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, people. Wetlands. Yeah, we'll just go. I was going to fill up... I was going to go back and get some containers and fill it up with dirty water so we could start boiling it, but I don't think we're quite at that point yet for desperation. We're getting there, though. Put that on there. Okay. Extremely hot, but we're almost to the bay, so let's just push it. Push, push, push. You know what? I'm actually going to grab these bananas. And in we go. Eat, eat. Put them away. Take that out. Drop it. Empty. Scrape. Ooh, only 3 pieces. All right, get out of my face. All right, we'll fill it back up. We'll make a little sand castle because that's always very entertaining. Let's go ahead and wash ourselves to cool down. And let's go ahead. Oh, am I researching? Salted meat, salted fish. Let's see. Oh, I can scrape twice. Damn it. Wait. Empty. Scrape. Oh, only one. It didn't work. Did I screw it up? I screwed it up. Damn it. Well, we got 4 pieces out of that. We'll come back in a couple days, though. You know what I do want to do? Let's grab this spear. This is probably a waste of durability for the spear to spearfish. Yeah, on second thought, let me not do that. Flint is too precious. I honestly think we should just get home and maybe work on our clothes a little bit. We're at 30% and 47% over here. Don't get too salty. You'll have many chances. That's right. All right. All right, let's go back. Yeah, it's not the end of the world. At least we get to travel through the deep jungle again, see if we get that little piglet to show up. Is it possible that we've already extincted all of the pigs on the island? I seriously hope that's not the case. Oh, I'm going to have to light my candle again. Oh, no, I'm not. Duh. Thinking about the wrong time here. Let's pick up some sticks. Alright, deep jungle. Drink water from the water skin, then fill it up with unsafe water from the wetlands. Will do. Drink, drink, drink. Beautiful. And there we go. Good call, cat. Now that needs to go back in there. To the deep jungle, to the deepest of jungles we go. Alright, Secret Valley. No piglets. A whole stream. We haven't seen a single pig. It's very disappointing. But what are you going to do? It's the thing about wild animals, you know. Can't really predict them too much. They're wild. Alright, so... you think I should boil this cat or just keep it for maybe like cooling off? Whew. We're at 1 3/4 of a reservoir and we're on day 5. Yikes. Alright, we're not sick of bananas yet, so eat that. The unsafe water from the puddle is going to evaporate, so it's best to use it before it evaporates. Maybe we can... I should fill this up with some unsafe water. Maybe tomorrow we should just take all of our containers over there and just scavenge as much of the unsafe water and bring it over here. Might need traps elsewhere for the partridges because they don't seem to exist in the valley. I think you're right, Mini Mongoose. We were catching them left and right, too. If you remember, at the start of the stream, we were getting partridges all the time. But now it just doesn't happen. I think you might be right. Make snares in the highlands. Okay, okay, we'll do that. Here we are. Yeah, well, we're going to need a lot more salt for these, so that's a project that we'll just put on hold for now. I don't know if there are buckets in this game. I mean, there's certainly not clay buckets. There might be a metal bucket, but I'm not sure. There are also items in this game which can't be crafted, but you will only like find in certain locations, or you can only start with on certain pre-made characters and stuff. But I don't know if a bucket is included. All right, so we're very hot. And we need to rest, so let's go inside. I still haven't got that damn door built yet either. So let's drop our sticks, give Grandpapa a banana, fill that up. All right. 2 ropes. We have to do that. That has to be the priority. I'm tired of looking at this half-built door. Okie doke. We're not going to cook anything just yet, so we'll wait on the boiling of the water. But, yeah. Let's go. Fuel jerry can is found on the shipwreck on Bird Island. Yeah, that's true. The fuel jerry can, that could be considered kind of almost bucket-like. Yeah. But it starts off filled with fuel, right? So initially you got to use the fuel, which is a valuable commodity. Is there any use for the fuel other than actually just starting fires with that? So we need to get some more snake grass tomorrow. Oh, just got dark. I also have this necklace sitting up here that I have not made yet. Okay, in you go. Okay. I'm not actually cooking anything, am I? No, we were going to boil the water. That's what I'm thinking about. So, it's in my backpack. Not that one. We will, I guess, put it in bowls. That doesn't seem like the best option, but everything else is filled up. 3 bowls of unsafe water will boil. Wonderful. Let's see. Yeah, it starts off filled with fuel as far as I'm aware. All you can use fuel for is to feed fires. Gotcha. Yeah, I remember finding it on the mermaid run, and I recall you telling me to just use it for fires. Okay, 9 minutes. All right. Take the boiling water out and replace it into the water skin. And look at that. We just converted some nasty, disgusting water into delicious, fresh, clean waters. Always kind of icks me out when I drink out of the jerry can, seeing as how it had fuel in it once before it really is fuel. Yeah, that's so true, Kat. It's like that when I play Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. I'm constantly like emptying containers of like bleach and ammonia and then just filling it right up with water. I always think that to myself. I'm like, this got to be the worst tasting water ever. All right, very hot. Let's get some yarn and a rope, people. Kind of like the noise that rope makes. It was like zoo zoo. All right, whoa. What did I want this for? To make a bow, right? Wait, I'm completely blanking. What did I make this rope for? Not the necklace. We do need some cordage, though, so let's extract that up. The door, duh. That's why I don't see the thing. Okay, let's get that made. I'm out of snake grass. Oh, I needed 2 ropes. Oh. I think we're down to our last patch of snake grass, but I'm just going to go ahead and harvest it because we can get more of that. I'm going to leave these up until tomorrow, but then we will get rid of those because I think you guys are right. Those are just absolutely not doing anything for me. You love the sound the rope makes? I just noticed it for the first time. Alright, let's continue to extract. Save the seeds. Will do, buddy. Put them in the chest there. Alright, let's get some more cordage. Boom, we got a seashell necklace. That'll help our happiness a little bit. It's getting pretty late here. We're still not tired, though. So I'm thinking we're going to push her to go ahead and get this rope made. I swear to God, I almost forgot again what I needed the rope for. All right, hold on. Let's get this door. 1 hour. Do it. Oh, we did it. We got a door. A proper door should keep unwanted guests out. Woohoo. All right, now we desperately need to go to sleep. Yeah, just a quick 4 hours. Shouldn't be doing that too much. We need to get those full, like that full 8-hour rest, but a bleach bottle would probably be okay as long as you rinse it out. True. Oh yeah, you're right. It just wouldn't taste great, but no, I mean, I think that most like, at least here in the States, I think most like municipal water is treated with chlorine as part of one of its. That's one of the problems I have with not purifying water. Like whenever I get water out of the tap and heat it up, whether it's to cook like noodles or in coffee, it really brings out that chlorine flavor. I really can taste it whenever I heat up like the water that I get out of the tap here. That's why I have to do like my Brita filter. I have a Brita for purification. Yeah, I can't consume the city water unfiltered. It's just too gross. Tastes bad. All right, either way, let's see. So our buddy here is thirsty. We will, I guess, go ahead and break out one of our water skins. Bing. Boom. Compared to UK and Europe tap water, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, here in the States, there are no federal laws whatsoever which dictate water quality. It's all down to the municipal. It's not even state level. It's down to literally like the county level. And so it's never, you never really hear situations where there's like toxic water, although it does happen. You know, there's the famous case in Flint, Michigan, but yeah, again, that's usually problems like that are usually instigated by large corporations polluting, you know, the water source of a town so much to the point where like no purification whatsoever is really going to even help it. But all right, let's see here. 6:11 in the morning. What are we doing? What are we doing? I grew up in a city with the world's best tasting water, Hamilton, Ohio. They won contests. That's interesting, Rod. I like to try their water sometime. I've told this story before, but I used to go camping with my dad in Missouri in a place called Big Springs. There's a state park, and there are several natural water springs coming up out of the ground at that state park, and that was the only time that my dad would allow my brother and I to drink water straight from a stream, was because you could literally see it bubbling up out of the ground. So it's literally like coming up completely pure from the aqueducts and stuff below ground. But it was a fascinating place, and the water was crystal clear, and it was just a tiny little stream too, so there wasn't like a lot of animal fish or deer pooping in it and stuff, but it was interesting. Really awesome place to visit. All right, what the hell are we doing? Let's get this disassembled and this disassembled. Just put those in there. Actually, hold on. Let's go inside. Put that away. Grandpa, you want some bugs or a dead mouse, buddy? Exit. Gotta go. All right, buddy. Have a good one, my friend. Yeah, those reservoirs do drop pretty quick. What just dinged? Oh, my cage trap. Oh, stupid cage. Do I have a banana? Uh-oh. All right, what are we doing? 7:30 in the morning. Let's go get a bunch of dirty water. Oh, look, my mango tree. It's fully grown. It's called cleared, though, so we need to wait for it to sprout fruit. But I got a full-size mango tree over here, people. Now, let's throw that charcoal in there to get that off the ground. Let us... Hold on, let me look at something. Okay, and a cutting tool. All right, we've got that. I need some bait, though. I've got those seeds. Okay, that will work. Kat, where did you say to put the traps? In the highlands? Or did you say the grasslands? The snare traps that I'm going to build in order to get some more birds. Let's see, let's drink out of this one. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do... No. Let's grab this. And these two. I can just put this away for right now. Make a true grow up. Highlands. Okay, thank you. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is empty this into the cistern. Or the reservoir, I mean. And we're going to take these empty ones to the wetlands. We're getting very hot. All right, let's go. Travoy. Go high for birds. That was the only place partridges were found early access, by the way. Oh, interesting. Huh. They eventually either lie or come to the conclusion, I forget which, that the spring is what feeds his brand of bottled water, so it's okay. Wait, what is Don talking about? Reminds me of the episode of Monk, where they used to get lost out in the woods and they were all suffering serious dehydration, but they can't convince Monk to drink spring water they find. Excuse me. I mean, for the most part, it's not advisable to drink, even, like that situation I just described with my father in the camping situation. It's probably still not smart for people to drink that water, even though you can literally see it bubbling up the ground. Because, I mean, if you go upstream and there's like a dead carcass in the water, or if an animal has, released itself into the water, that's going to cause it, to be terrible to drink and make you sick. So you can never count on water being pure, even if it looks pure. Excuse me, even if you can see the source of it, you just can't ever be too sure. You know what I'm saying? And if you got the capacity to boil it, you should do that. Now, if you're in a life and death situation, this is one thing I learned from watching survival shows. If you're like on the brink of dehydration, you're going to die from it, and you're not sure about the water, just drink it. It's better to have a stomach ache than it is to die, from dehydration. But that would be like the only real circumstance where you should drink water like that. All right, deep jungle. Better than dying of dehydration. That's right. Yeah, if you're in that situation, hell yeah, look at that. Boom. We did it, people. All right, so we got ourselves a piglet. We're going to leave this log trip down for the moment, just because that's obviously, we don't want to set it right now. I can't even put the boar on there? Jesus. All right, here's what we'll do. We'll leave the travois here and my bag. Well, on second thought, no. Give me my bag back. I really don't need to be carrying around all these axes with me. Okay, I think we're just going to have to grin and bear it. Yeah, this boar carcass is just going to be over and cumbersome no matter what. Yeah, we got the boar. Boar takes up the entire travois. let me just look at this. So 45 minutes versus 30 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I already did it, so let's just go ahead and do that. All right, dismantle, put that in there. We're coming back for that. Yeah, we're not going to mess with him just right now, but that's amazing that we got him. Yeah, that was a big boy. That's going to replenish our food supplies. But we got to go. We got to go. Let's go to the jungle. Okay, on you go, people. Good. Dun, dun, doot. Okay, where are we going? Where are we going? To the Highlands. It's actually kind of tragic. A lot of cross-country casualties end up being from dehydration, but they find the bodies with multiple bottles of water on them. They try to preserve their water. Yeah, that's another thing I've seen on some survival shows. People will be in a situation where food is so scarce that they start to stockpile it, hoping to prevent starvation down the road when they're literally in the process of starving themselves by hoarding food as opposed to just eating the food when they should be. Yeah, that's a psychological thing that can cause people to kill themselves, not intentionally, but they can deprive themselves of food trying to plan for down the road, and they're literally, depriving themselves of the nutrients they currently need. But okay, we are in the Highlands. So, I don't know why I brought the travois with me, really. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these snares up. Take those seeds out. Alright, fill it. Fill it. Okay. Now wait, what should I use for the other? I didn't bring anything to bait the other damn trap. Well, that was kind of stupid of me. Hold on. Mango. Bing. Alright, we are way overheating here. So we gotta go. Yeah, let's go back. They end up stretching it through I've seen so many YouTubers on the brink of dehydration in this game, and they have to drink unsafe water, and or forget not realize they have containers of water on them. Sounds like something I would do. There's a lot to keep track of. There is. Mango, oh, Cat and Mini Mongoose. You guys both become experts. Well, Cat has always been an expert. Let's see, you got to remember your threes. 3 minutes without oxygen, 3 hours without shelter, and 3 days without water. I've heard of that before, John, but I've heard it put differently. Now, I've never heard 3 minutes without oxygen, but I've heard 3 minutes without shelter. 3 days without water and 3 weeks without food. I don't know. 3 minutes without oxygen? You talking about like drowning or something? What does that apply to? 3 minutes without oxygen. Okay, so let's see. I am way overheating. I think we'll just go to the wetlands though, because I can still fill up my water and bring it home. And if we just go in here and then do some stuff. Now, how do I cool myself down in here? Do I just need to like spend some time? Or do I need to wash myself off? Well, no, you gotta remember that in a survival situation, you're probably not necessarily wearing ample clothing, and so if a storm kicks up, and remember, storms can whip up in just under 5-10 minutes. It can start pouring rain. And if you're already cold, maybe you're already wet, and you are in a severe storm for more than just a few minutes, you're going to start, hypothermia is going to set in and stuff like that. So it is a bit of an exaggeration. It's probably more apt to say like 25 minutes without shelter or 2 hours without shelter. But I think for that, to keep it nice and simple, the rule of three. But either way, yeah, it might be 3 hours without shelter. That might be the thing. I might be misremembering it here. 3 hours without oxygen assumes you aren't moving and are trained to hold your breath. All right, so let's see. Yeah, that's true too. And during the winter, I mean, because, most times in survival situations, you're not necessarily on the brink of death, but there are going to be occasions, if you're in a shipwreck or plane crash or even a car crash, in a rural area, where if you don't have adequate shelter and the weather changes, it's a death sentence. Again, time frames might be a little bit shifting, but ultimately, yeah, shelter is the most important thing in a survival situation, not food or water. All right, let's go. So I guess we'll just wash ourselves here. That'll help cool me down a little bit, I hope. All right, and let's fill this up with unsafe. Okay, we've got 3 partially filled water skins. What's that about? All right, now we got 300 percenters. And I think we should just get back home, because I'm low on food, overheating. I don't think it's been long enough for us to really need to check the bay for salt. We'll give it another day or so let's go back. It's definitely more realistic for people who only have 35 to 50 seconds of air before drowning. Okay. Let's see here. Let's see. Another thing in terms of drowning, I've heard that if the water is below a certain temperature, in other words, if it's really, really cold, it can cause your body to you start to suck in air involuntarily, not, because your system, your body is adjusting to this extreme cold. So it causes you to shiver and you do that thing where you breathe in suddenly, and that can cause you to drown yourself if you inhale water like that. And it's inadvertent, when you submerge yourself in this extremely cold water, your body just has physical reactions you can't necessarily control. All right, let's see. Secret Valley. Okay, where's the water? Drop it. Oh, boy. So we did get our bird traps set up. That's good news. Let's go inside real quick, see what kind of food we've got floating around. A dead mouse and some bugs. Delicious. Rice, we'll eat it. I think now that we're actually going to be using... Oh, wait, we've got this pig. I forgot. I was going to say we need to go out there and harvest some rice. But no, we've got this pig. So we've got lots of food here, people. Thermal shock, yep, that's it. Pompeii was on the other end of thermal shock. That's true, Rod, that's true. Okay, let's see. The boar carcass should probably be processed, although it's at 93%. Let's fill this up with salt water. I think we're just going to focus on boiling. All right, so we've got 3 things of unsafe water. That'll go back in there. Let me put some firewood on this thing before it goes out. All right, let's light her up. It's 11:30 in the day, and I'm starting this fire, so we're probably going to get a little bit hot. Do not have any tinder? Oh my God. I have 1 dry leaf. Tinder has been a pain this whole run for some funny reason. I've been carving like crazy. I have so many carved figurines, And no tinder. Okay, so that's working. I guess we can actually go ahead and do this fourth one too, can't we? Yeah. And we're very hot, slightly thirsty. How's Grandpa doing? His health is dropping. I don't like that. How can we get that back up? Let's see. Let's wash ourselves with this salt water. Okay, so take that out. I guess I didn't need to put that away right there. Let's do that. Beautiful. Okay, so that's almost full. Kind of screwed that up there with this extra bowl. There we go. Have more of these? Oh, they'd have water in them. I'll just leave it there for right now. Let's go ahead and get the rest of these boiled. Good. Okay, I can pour it in that one. Awesome. Okay, boiling the water, people. Wait, I also forgot if. Wait, I forgot if he forgot that water skins can go in the oven, or if you missed the same. I did miss that. I can just put these in the oven? Damn it. I missed that totally. Sorry. Shoot. Shoot. Well, we'll wait for this round, and I'll just put that in. That doesn't seem to make any sense at all. That is not something I would have ever tried. But no worries, no worries. Sometimes you gotta suspend disbelief in these games, right? Alright, take it out. So that needs to be, wait, what? Oh, that's boiling water now. So we'll put that. Yeah, that's weird. 1 hour. I feel like that's going to be too long. Let's just do this. All right. Fill. Look at this. Okay. Gotta wait on that. All right, give Grandpa that. Actually, I'm going to wait until he's a bit hungrier. Let's go ahead and do up the pig here. It was said that you can just shave wood to get tinder. Oh, I realized that. That's what I was saying. I've been carving up wood so much, and yet I'm without tinder. It's kind of funny. All right, let's put that on the old stove. All right, keep going. Don't look at the pig carcass, everybody. It's disgusting. Just don't look at it. You can actually see his little eyeball right there. Okay, we're getting hot and thirsty. Put this water in there. Drop. Okay, we're going to let that smoke. Actually, I think I'm going to take one piece out. We'll eat it. All right, so the pig has been processed. Not going to put that in there. We'll put that in there. I do have 3 skins to process, but let's step outside real quick. Okay, so the reservoirs are doing okay. Fill these back up. Where's that third water skin? There it is. Might as well just drink from this one. Drink. All right, we got 3 empty water skins again. We'll head back and grab more of that dirty water tomorrow, probably, since it's 5. But we're back up to 2 full reservoirs now. Not bad. In we go. Yeah, you know what? Actually, and speaking of survival shows, Katrina, I've actually seen people boil water in plastic bottles, like bottled water. You can actually do it if you keep it above the flame. It will actually distort the plastic itself. Like, it does start to melt it, but it won't melt it enough to actually like ruin it. Now, there's probably different plastics which wouldn't hold up to that heat, even in a boiling situation, but I have seen people do it in survival situations, boil water in plastic. Although I think it would be risky. You run the risk of it like melting your bottle and then like completely just dousing your fire. Our hat is about broken. I think we're going to step outside to do the processing here, right? It'll be a little bit less hot, I assume, than being inside. Okay. Knives at 10%. Beautiful. Smoked boar meat for days, people. Let's go. All right. That goes on the ground. Now, we're going to grab a coconut. Let me see. Here we go. Stone. So we'll sharpen. Oh, cat's got to go. What? Okay, make a phone call. My mom in the hospital will be back as soon as I can. No worries, Cat. We're probably going to end things here in a moment or two anyway. Yeah, we've been going for 3 hours and 30 minutes. Yeah, I'll probably have to hop off shortly. In fact, you know what? Right here is a good place to end things on day 66 at 8:30 p.m. But appreciate everybody coming by. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. And again, check that pinned comment because that's got my live stream schedule for next week. And again, if you're interested, the game is on sale, so pick that up, guys. Thank you, Rod, for stopping by. Cat, Mini Mongoose, Lasagna, Mattis, everybody. VV, thank you, my friend. Andy, thanks for coming by, buddy. Appreciate all you guys. Happy Valentine's Day. One day late, as usual. But, yep, I hope to see you guys next week. We'll be right back into some streaming. And don't forget, we're going to be doing some Project Zomboid. So I will see you guys on the next one.